What lips?
It's too late.
What lips?
All right. Wait, we can't. Okay, what's the time check? Amanda, Sam, and Susan. We were just goofing actually because we were saying we're very all-American names, and we're going to be discussing some really fun stuff today.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to be discussing sexuality. So it's going to be really interesting, really fun to hear this perspective. Now, because of this and many other topics to come, people keep asking us who we are, as we were just arguing ourselves. Who are we? Are we a podcast? Are we a show? Are we The View? Are you a sex show? Are you political?
Multifaceted.
That's our word of the month. We're multifaceted.
I wrote it down.
So we wrote it down. Yes. So we're actually, guess what? We discuss everything.
Everything.
Tonight we're discussing sexuality, though.
Yes.
So, in lieu of this show tonight, we're going to make it super fun.
Yes.
So I'm in control of the paddle, so I'll be whacking around my bitches tonight. They have some rules for me, so I'm going to be a good submissive to them tonight. I am, and I will listen, I promise.
You mean a dominant?
No, I'm going to be a submissive to you when it comes to, like, taking turns.
Oh, awesome.
Because I'm going to be the referee of the girls, of the bitches tonight, so somebody has to keep me in check, so they have a little game they're going to do, and we're going to keep me from being my talkaholic self.
I got my chips.
Talkaholic.
So, since I want everybody comfortable in what they want to express, because we're going to get really into some crazy, not crazy, real life topics of every area, from porn to names to you name it. So,
we're just honest, so it might sound or seem a little crazy, but yeah.
Well, everyone's over 18, and I'm assuming everybody had sex, right? So we can move forward from
Hi, I'm Sam.
Are you guilty?
I have had sex.
You have.
Same.
I knew the kids. I friggin' knew it with those kids. Anyway, so we can see we're adults here. But to keep it safe and keep it less riled, I want to get comfortable, but keep this moving. By the way, we're not taking any callers until after 7:30. We'll keep reminding you because we want to get you guys all juiced up a little bit.
Yeah.
Excited before you get into it. Look at Sam. She's reeling me in already.
No,
okay.
I'm not.
No, all right. So
I'm not. My face is just
We're gonna
turning 50 shades of red.
Well, what's the goal? What's the goal tonight, Amanda? What's the goal of the show?
Oh, the goal of the show tonight.
What is
She's
the goal?
checking her notes.
I have to check my notes.
There's only one goal.
I know,
There's only one goal.
There's only
What's
She's
the
still
goal?
got to check her notes.
The
the
goal
goal?
is to make sure that Amy pees her pants.
Right, I have to pee my pants tonight. So that's the goal.
One goal.
Right, one goal, and we're gonna do it.
Should be easy.
Anyway, so get started.
Your
So
job.
I want to go around and in 50 Shades of Grey, and I want you guys to give me your safe word so I know how far I can.
Why
push
do you need a safe word?
All right. Well, who wants to participate in my game? She's a bad submissive. Okay. What is your safe word, Sam? So I know when to pull back.
Red.
Okay.
Red.
I'm going to say red.
Ooh.
That
Okay.
means stop.
Mine's just
My
no.
favorite.
How about that? Mine's no, because if I'm not into it, I'm not into it.
Well, I got to get back to that for a second. What is your safe word? You told me before, so I'm going to make it hold you to it.
That's why I'm already laughing.
Right.
Banana.
Okay. So we have banana
I like it.
and
Should have
red.
gone with eggplant.
So you want to
I
do
know.
egg? I thought we said meatloaf before.
Meatloaf.
So what are we?
I almost wanted to
See,
change it to yellow.
oh my God, we were gonna make a horrible dominatrix. We can't even get the name straight. Banana, I got
Okay.
that. I got
Okay.
it. Okay, let's
Banana.
move on. Banana and red. Now Susan doesn't want a safe word. What do you want?
I want no.
Well,
Just
that's original. See, actually, she brings up a really good point. Why do we even have safe words? I'm not really sure. Like, if you just could just
You could just say no.
You could just say
I'm not
no.
into it.
Well, I
That's
think
it.
that these
Right.
safe words come into play when you're talking about actual BDSM, which is a whole different culture in itself.
Yeah.
So
I'm good.
we're not just talking about regular vanilla sex
Yes.
Right.
when we're using safe words.
I just think it's funny that men are usually like more logical and more like they like to simplify things, you know. They do in almost every area except for sex. Then that becomes like all this elaborate. There's thousands of categories of porn. There's
Yeah.
400 different
Ugh.
names, 16 different outfits, 20 different themes. You got
Yeah, it's
special
too much.
names.
Too
You have to
much.
have all these safe words. It's a lot. It's a lot of gear.
no, I don't think. Again, I don't think
I
we
think
need.
most men.
You don't mean safe words for regular sex.
All right, we'll save
Yeah.
that for porn later.
Yeah.
You don't. You
well,
really
you do.
don't.
Well, you're gonna need it for this show.
Ooh. I'll just
'Cause
say yes.
I'm gonna
or no.
push you to
I'm
bust
either a
your
yes
chops.
girl or a
All right, so
no
now let's
girl.
move on. We got our safe
I
words.
like it too.
We know what
Yeah.
we're gonna do.
Zen.
Hopefully we
Yes.
can get them busting, and I want you to keep thinking of your questions you want. Remember the questions later too. We're gonna make them quickies.
Quickies.
All right, so I want to start talking about since I'm a feminist and what it means to me as far as being open in our sexuality and be able to even have this conversation so openly without, you know,
Possible backlash.
shocking. We
Oh
don't
my
get any
God.
backlash. There's none
Oh my
at all.
God.
At all. What a bunch of moms talking about this in this way.
No
Absolutely not.
way.
So how do you think we've come in feminism and sexuality, like slut shaming and like, where are we?
Not far.
No,
Really?
definitely not far.
No.
Haters gonna hate, man. Players
Yes.
gonna play.
No, but do you
Haters
think?
gonna
No, but
hate.
Susan, do you think it's as bad as it was? Like slut shaming? Like, do you think we are a little
Yes.
bit? You don't think we get a little bit more freedom
No.
now?
I think there's some freedom, but there's always a double standard.
Where
and
is the freedom?
If you go a little too far, you're a little too far. If you didn't go enough, you didn't go enough. I feel like mainstream media kind of made that,
Like the Madonna
what's
whore?
okay, what's not.
I think
like,
if you are not Cardi B
Yeah.
or Megan E. Stallion or however you say her name with this new WAP song,
What-
I'm not really sure because I don't know.
Someone
who-
has to sing it.
Right. I'm just not sure. I think if
I'll
you're not
dance to it.
them, right, and they are. Listen, I can say a lot of things about them, but I'm not going to hate on the video. I like the video. I watched it.
What is the
second that it
video
came out.
about? How do I
didn't
not know?
watch
I don't.
anything.
I don't.
Wet and gushy pussy.
Yum.
What?
That's literally the name of the song. WAP.
I still can't get bitch in my
W-A-P.
title.
No, but she can have a #1 Billboard chart-topping song, literally
And
called
I literally
Wet
can't have
and,
alpha bitches in my title.
No.
Wet and Gushy Pussy.
No. So there is a double standard.
That doesn't play on the radio.
And in yes, it does.
Why am I
Wet
so
and
shocked? Why am I
gushy,
acting
girl.
British?
And
Is there a radio edit
Innuendos?
where you get like a beat?
Innuendos?
I mean, I'm not really sure.
So, but
I'm sure
wait, hold on.
There might have to be, but
Oh.
No, like so. The point is.
the point is,
my point is, so if it's unless it's super salacious, super sexual, super, it can't be allowed almost. It's
well,
the,
Cardi B is
it's
an
the-
ex-stripper.
No, but it's the comp.
They
So-
also, they
But
also
who- but-
still
but-
make it
so-
taboo.
It's not Taylor
Sex
Swift
is
doing
still
it, you
super
understand?
Taboo.
let Taylor Swift try to come out with a song called WAP.
Yeah,
How's that going to be
that's
received?
the all-American
Like a
Not
mom,
gonna
like
be
a mom,
received the
wanting
same
to talk about
way.
sexuality.
Ladies, when you talk
And
over each
feminism.
other, I got feedback. People can't hear. So
We're
you
really
gotta
work-
keep it,
we're
keep
working
it would
on
be
that.
WAP,
We're
White
working on
American Princess.
We all working like that. We didn't want to sound like the screaming Staten Island housewives.
Right.
We
You
all
guys
working
can't
on
see
it.
our producers in the background.
Yes.
One of them just gave me this.
What? We did it again. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll bring
so-
it in. Stop. Okay. So let's.
On the
Bring it in.
mouthpiece.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the slut shaming then. Let's like switch it up then. So we obviously know it exists, but it also exists for both categories. It's not just sluts for girls, and the sluts men as well. So let's go with some of the names.
Oh, like a
What are some
gigolo?
names of the word slut? Like, what are the different types of like connotations
Hoe.
of hoe? Okay, hoe. This slut.
Tramp,
Tramp. Playa.
skank.
Thought.
So what's the difference between a hoe and a slut? Money,
I don't know.
No, they're the same thing.
isn't it?
I
Is
think
it?
so.
They're
I think
synonymous.
I
Why all
think-
the names?
Because they want a million ways to
I thought
degrade
a-
us.
I thought a hoe-
she's a freak.
No, but
she got a different man
Every day of the week.
no, but isn't a hoes get paid?
I think it's pretty much the same thing. I
Not
guess
unless
a
you're
hoe
turning
is
a
getting
trick.
paid. Yeah.
I
Right.
mean-
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's the difference?
Okay.
So then is
A
hoe,
trick is
do
for
you mean
money.
I think
hoe
a
like
slut
no? But
is
do you think
just
like hoe
enjoying
incentive?
it,
Right.
kind of, and a hoe is getting paid.
I looked
Let's
up-
be real. A hoe is a garden tool. So I'm not even
Yes.
sure how that came to be a term.
I don't know how- how
Can
that was in the
anybody
rap
look
community.
up that? I would love
Yeah.
to know, like, why a hoe, or like why.
I think hoe means
You know what's,
hooker.
it's interesting that you're posing this question, Amy, because I never even thought about this.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I never.
pretty
This was never a
amazing.
thought that came to my mind.
Like the
throughout
differences
school.
of how. Yeah, this is my mind. This way I think.
No,
I
Oh,
just,
okay.
they're
So
all
slut.
synonymous to me. They mean the same thing.
I think pretty much
Means that you're
you get
easy.
paid, or you're easy, or like you're.
Did you know the
You're easy.
no? But you know the original word of since I'm obsessed with women's studies that the word slut actually meant sloppy, like she was sloppy and dirty. So I think it just started to like I'm assuming here it just started to meld into like you're loose and sloppy or sloppy
Okay.
with your own body, I guess. And I don't know what hoe. I think hoe just started in the rap community for
hooker.
sure. And I think it's like a short meaning short hoe or degradation towards women. The feminism in there. This hoe is like to pull you down for sure. Those are never. the
If
ones that are like,
anybody knows, definitely write in. I want to know. I want to know.
yeah, I don't think even kidding around slut or hoe is used like in a fun way. Like, oh, you slut.
No.
Oh,
If
you
someone
funny
calls
slut.
me that, you're definitely not my friends. You're definitely trying to like make me feel.
I don't know. I
berated
have
in
called
way.
some of my best friends sluts.
Yeah, but you know her.
my
and you
my
love her,
my
and
best
it's
no
different.
it's a boy and he definitely knows he's a slut, and if he's listening, you know you're a hoe.
So
Just saying.
or a tramp.
okay, so
Or a
let's move on.
tramp.
Since we're talking about the guys,
You
let's-
give that booty
so
away
now
for
we
free.
know the girls. No matter what sexual thing we have, we're stuck like under that umbrella, the slut
Yeah.
umbrella. So it doesn't really matter which one we pick. Now, what about a girl? Can she be like with the male connotations of a slut? Now, look this up. Yes, I did some field research.
Yes,
a lot,
girl.
A lot of players out there I talk to.
Yeah, girl.
Anyway, and girls. And girls. And right. She's retired.
He's a big time player.
So I came up with categories. So we have like the
ashamed.
womanizer. There's the player,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I guess because
Womanizer,
men
the
can't be the
player.
slut, right? There's the player,
Ray Donovan's.
and then the Ray Donovans. We call those like the brooding, like Dylan McKay
And-
from like
oh,
90210.
Dylan.
Like what's your
Sacrilege.
problem
Oh,
now?
God,
They're
but
quick
rest
to
in-
anger.
rest
They're
in
always
peace,
brooding.
man.
They have some kind of problem, maybe some past abuse that they're hiding.
Don't talk about Dylan McKay that
There was always a
way.
problem with
I
Dylan.
have
There
the
was
Dylan-
always a problem.
Yeah,
with
but I
Dylan.
have the Dylan doll.
He was always in a
Stop.
bad mood.
He's
crashing his
passed
car.
on. This is not good.
Should
Rest
go out
in
with
peace.
Steve. You should bet- you
Rest
should-
in
Should
peace.
just went with Steve.
Rest in peace.
Just need
Please
people
do.
to talk
Ian
about their
Zarek, no,
feelings.
no. He had frizzy blonde hair.
But
no,
he was happy-go-lucky.
Wasn't
had
he
money.
like
no,
35
he was bad
when
in
they
bed. You
filmed?
could tell.
What about Brandon?
Or
Oh,
probably
Brandon.
more.
No one had to have sex. No one had to have sex with
Hallelujah.
Brandon.
I was not
Yeah.
a fan of
No,
Brandon.
no.
Yes.
You're having sex with Dylan. You're not having sex with Brandon.
You are all day long. That's why I had his doll.
Who?
I was like 10.
Brandon's doll?
Dylan.
Oh, see?
Dylan.
So she was all loving Brandon 5
She
minutes
was
ago.
I
but-
like romancing on-
What
I
did they
love
say? And
Brandon,
that's
but I
when
want
the
Brandon to be
Dylan
my gay
McKay
best
girl.
friend.
Dylan McKay girl.
So are you saying the nice guys aren't
Oh,
sexy?
oh.
We gotta stop. Dylan McKay.
Oh. Okay, the production crew's job is to keep telling us to stop talking over each other. I told them they could throw stuff at us. They're not doing it. Susan can.
Wait, she has not gotten a chip.
I didn't get a
1
chip.
minute
I
quiet
didn't
yet.
get a
Not
chip.
one.
She's doing it
Not-
already. This one.
Susan, Sam, why don't you
talking
tell everybody
over
what the
everybody.
chips is about?
I did.
We did?
I think
No,
I
no,
did.
no,
you
you didn't.
didn't.
So these
No.
chips, Amy, hi.
I'm gonna-
She's Amy. She's a
I'm a
talkaholic.
talkaholic. I'm
Hi,
trying
Amy.
to recover.
So we're trying to do every minute that she's quiet, she gets a chip, but it hasn't happened yet.
Well, I think we should
So
start a
we'll
little
figure it
lower.
out.
You guys are trying to set me up so high.
No, yesterday in our meeting, you said like for
Alright.
every 20
Dude,
minutes.
Oh.
20 minutes, and
No,
I'm
but
like,
that was
how
like-
about
But
Hey,
this is,
I said it.
You're
I was
also
like,
doing it
let's.
again.
this is leading the
You're
conversation.
all talking
though.
over one another
Right.
again.
Okay, we'll
Just
go
saying.
Sorry, we're sorry.
Bring it back in.
We're sorry.
All right,
Wait,
so
We're
Kayla's
sorry.
laughing. I don't know why.
Because we just can't shut up.
all right, so we'll go back. Let's go back
Okay.
to the player, womanizer, and then we can go. I guess cheater, and the last would be the Ray Donovans. But I did find out the difference. Just to go really quick, players I find they're active. They're playing, hence the action
Yeah.
word. So they have multiple people, or they got juggling a couple of girlfriends. They're not the real deadlies, or they're just upgraders. We call them.
Yeah.
Overlapping upgraders, just constantly looking for the next better. So, well, most people I think are. They just lie about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they just.
If you're gonna find a dime piece, you ain't gonna let that bitch go.
Right, so they like to do the full
She good in bed.
overlapping sex.
Yeah.
Which I guess.
But this can
that
also
works
work
for girls.
females.
Oh, sure. I think that's why I'm not vilifying
Oh,
the player
yes,
category.
100%.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
always had somebody on the back burner.
I never.
I was
yeah?
a back burner hoe.
Throw it. That was supposed to be when I'm. Oh yeah. All right. All right. I'll get the rules.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
she wasn't quiet. That's.
Yeah,
sorry.
you're giving her a chip. She's supposed to be quiet for the chip.
Well, I can't. You're
I'm just
confusing all
throwing
the
it at her.
rules.
Because originally last night in the meeting, at first she said if she's not quiet, we can throw the chips
Yes.
at her.
Yes.
So-
Agreed.
Yes. All right.
Agreed.
But all right. So if you
And that
hand
means
them
that
to
she
me,
needs
I'm
to shut
being
up.
Good. Okay. Then you can use this later if you want. You can use it
I'm
now.
going to beat Amy later with the bitch paddle.
Oh yes.
Promise.
Okay.
Okay. So go back to the players. Were you a player? Did you date players?
Oh, I dated a player. More than one player.
Was you playing with a bunch? How many? Like with you at the same time? Did
Oh
you
my,
know?
he broke my heart, this kid.
Oh.
I found out that we were at the handball court. Yeah, that sounds so
I
bad.
wouldn't-
No,
that's
tell us.
We were hanging out at the handball court, and I found out this other girl was dating him at the same
How
time.
old were you?
She was at the handball court.
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
was
go with
young.
14.
I was
Yeah,
young.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely
14,
was
15,
slightly
yeah.
a player. Babe, you know I love you. We've been best friends forever. He knows everything. So, but I definitely was a player.
Play on, player.
Yeah, girl. I had fun.
I'm doing field research. Sam?
Okay, so I've been all of the above. I've been accused of being a slut, which I never really gave it up because I was
Yeah.
more like a tease, right?
Yeah,
That
we're gonna
wasn't
get to
one
the
of the
teases.
things that you
Yes.
did, but I was more of like a tease. Like I made you think that you could get it, but then never gave it up. So I was really annoying like that. So I was like a serial kisser, right? I would just
Kiss and run.
Ooh.
yeah, whoever I wanted, whenever I wanted, however I wanted, and bitches hated me for that.
There's a term for that, isn't it? Go-ho? Were you
Oh
called
my
a
god,
go-ho?
I don't
yeah.
know.
I remember
What is a
go-ho.
go-ho?
I don't know.
Go-ho
I never
is
even
a
let them like
girl
touch my boobs
That
though.
would go and
Does it
kiss.
count? You would
It
just-
was just kissing.
Yeah,
It was
kissing
just
was
kissing.
going
I'm
with.
too old for a
Going
go-ho, I
with,
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. I
But
wonder about the
how
go-ho.
old? Like how?
Probably from the age of like, I don't know, maybe 12. I was probably in 6th grade when I first started kissing boys, and then I never really stopped.
7th
I
grade
like
was
to
my
kiss
first
boys.
Boy kiss.
So you
I
were
remember
12?
kissing this kid, Brian Daddleton. He's on my Facebook all the time. I ravished him in his basement.
Oh my god.
And then I just never stopped. It just
kept going.
You
yeah.
enjoyed.
I
You
liked
enjoyed.
kissing.
So you stayed. What is she? Pro ho? What is it? No
A
go
go-ho.
ho.
Go-ho.
So she stayed in
Go-ho.
go ho for a
Whatever.
while.
For a long time, I
Listen,
liked
that's
it.
like you could definitely do that. That's like a cool safe
So
zone.
you
I
were.
totally
what
feel
what
it.
level? Where were you? Ho?
Where
are you on the
I
hoe
feel
chart?
like I didn't do anything really sexual until my first boyfriend, which was 16, and but being sexualized early, like I explored myself and I kissed boys like, you know, I think my first boy I kissed was like 12, and I went home and I prayed to God because I felt like I sinned. I accepted like I
That's sweet though.
It is.
yeah, so which is kind of crazy, but whatever.
You're kind of Catholic.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you're going to hell. But I think after that,
I was
like,
not raised
and
Catholic.
after 16 and like really doing my thing, and enjoying it with my boyfriend at the time. After that, like in high school and college, like I definitely just enjoyed myself and also experimented with both, like and checked it out. Realized.
Oh,
like,
can
you
we
know,
talk about that?
I
Does
love the
anyone else want to
peach.
share that?
I love the peach. I know that, babe.
Yes.
Bless.
Did you want to talk? Did you ever with a girl?
I've never been with a girl. I've definitely kissed a girl.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't
I
count.
mean,
That's
yeah,
it.
that doesn't count.
No, not besides you. Like, I've kissed
we
girls.
just cuddle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Amy's
the
a
big
very
spoon?
good cuddler.
We like to cuddle.
Aw.
Big
And
spoon,
maybe
little
squeeze
spoon?
boobs. That's about it. Yeah, but
I've definitely touched your boobs.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
touched everybody's here boobs.
Yeah, she
I
really
have a hands problem, in case anybody didn't
Okay,
notice.
yes, yes.
Okay, I like to touch butts and boobs.
I've had my ass slapped numerous
That's
times,
why-
which I don't mind.
That's why our production stays
I don't
over
mind.
there.
It's not on
'cause
camera.
so they're
Yeah.
safe away from us. Because
I might have a little bit of an issue.
Wait.
Hi, I'm Sam.
She's a touchaholic. But see, Sam relates. She understands what it means to like want to feel somebody up. Like she
But
understands
no,
that she
also,
just has to do
there
it.
are
Yeah,
She
I
gets
can't help
it.
myself.
She can relate to wanting to
touching,
goose and
texture.
scram.
Yes.
Like it's
like,
definitely a thing, and also like hugging, getting in people's space.
Yes.
Of
I'm
course,
a bad
100%.
getting in your space person.
That's Sam.
I'm in your
She's
space.
a touchaholic.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
she's working on it.
It is okay.
I'm working on it.
She
Yes.
is.
She
You
has
are.
something with the boobs. Girl boobs, guy boobs.
Listen,
She's just,
were
yeah.
you breastfed?
No.
Say maybe.
I don't
No.
know.
If
Something's
you
wrong
get
with
it
that.
early on, you probably aren't interested in it.
You might have a point there. You might
Yep.
have a valid point.
All right.
All right.
So let's move on. What were we saying now? So now we're moving on from the sex. So everybody's about 12. So now we know. That
What?
seems to be the average
What,
age.
to
Not sex,
kiss?
just kissing, just
Yeah,
sexual.
the first time I kissed a boy
kissing.
was.
Yeah, so
I
mine-
really enjoyed
12.
kissing.
And of course, it was like behind like a church over here, and it was
What's
like.
with the church thing?
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy.
Sums
we
up
used to
with
go to
that.
Holy Family right over
Those
here.
Catholic school girls are
And
bad.
every Friday night,
Where
I
I'm
would go
from-
and watch basketball games, and
You're-
we would go and like
make
hang
out.
out. Yeah, and then like you'd make a plan.
Where I'm from.
You're all
was
talking
called-
over each other.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I wasn't this time. I should have had chip.
Where I'm from. There was this school. I won't say the name of it, but it was called the on the whorehouse on the hill.
Oh my god.
And it was right next door to the all boys school. So, you know, that's why it was
Whorehouse
called
on
that.
the hill?
Yeah. And anybody from Delco, I know you're watching. You know what school I'm talking about. But I will not use it in name.
Oh, so great.
Did she just slut shame some ho town? I think
No.
so. Okay. So it was equal hoes there.
Listen,
Equal
hose.
So when we go back, let's go back. Wait, wait, no. I'm not going to
Go ahead.
share anything about my story, my past sexuality, unless Sam tells me later. We'll put it in.
Amy,
Yeah.
do you have any input?
I do. I want to
Yes,
know.
Sam will, yeah, because mine's a little
I'm-
different story, so it's harder.
I'm going to bring it up now,
Okay.
actually. I want you to talk about Lolita.
About my sexuality early.
Lolita. The
Well-
reason that we called this show Lolita.
Yeah.
It's not because of Jeffrey Epstein. Just happened to fall into play. But
Exactly.
There's something in sexuality that happens to not just girls, definitely with guys, but it's more in cultural with girls, and it's when you become sexualized early.
Yeah.
So when you're abused, as I was so young before I could even speak, you know, like that's all you've ever known. So your body just responds to touch. It's like I wouldn't say forever damage, but it is. It still is. Like it'll just always be that way, which is like they actually did a whole, many books on it. It's called like the whole Lolita effect. So
Yes.
now inadvertently what I'm trying to say is now as people hear these stories of a 12-year-olds or a 13-year-olds and they're innocently kissing and all that and experimenting and going with different people, all that's supernatural. What's different, and I ask people to look for, not to get like off the sexuality subject of fun a little, but is that when a girl is super sexual at 12 or 13, which I was, like aside from the abuse, then when I went on my own to be sexual with other people's brothers or whoever older men liked me, it didn't really matter, but it was about, I'd say 12 or 13. So it just, even if it's over sexualized or innocent, it seems to be that's like the age of coming in. But what makes it so dangerous for the Lolita?
But can I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
interrupt
tell
for a
me, go
second?
tell me.
I know I want to ask
Yeah.
you a question.
Yeah.
You were having sex at
Yeah.
that age,
Yeah.
whereas most girls are just kissing.
Yes, just
Right.
Yes, and
Like
even
normal.
though, not to get into like super, because that'll be a different show when we go into like
Yes.
predators and stuff, that it wasn't like, say, maybe penetration or as molestation and grooming and touching and all of that, but actual penetrative sex. No, that happens on my own because I wanted it to be on my own before it was taken from me. I
Yes.
guess it was my way of thinking, and that was
it was
12.
gaining your power.
Yeah, you were young.
And he was extremely young too. I think he was just 12 as well. So it was like I don't even think he was freaked out. Everyone was freaked out. And what I'm trying to say is like look for those things when you see a girl that at that age. Like there's
Is
stop thinking she's a
over-sexualized.
slut. Stop thinking she's a whore. There's
Something
something
happened.
This is
seriously
something
wrong with what it was. And I had
Something happens,
one uncle who
clearly.
I know, my good friend who's watching this show now, that we were friends when we were teenagers. And she saw the way I was with her brothers or her uncles, and then there were good men out there, just gonna say, that did see that, and they would tell me, which would
Beautiful.
actually shame me a little bit, but looking back, I'm so grateful for those men that showed me, like, this isn't normal, don't act like that. Totally didn't respond. And there was too many that did. But that was the age it started,
Of
where men
course.
would be like, take full advantage, hence the Lolita effect by 12 or 13, in which they didn't care. It was almost like once you're out of puberty, if you're acting sexual, then they find...
Then you are sexual.
And then you don't have a
Yeah.
lot of empathy, which I also read lots of books about the more provocative you are, the more provocative you dress, the less empathy people have for you.
Yes.
So once they can, this is the danger, and what I think Sam's trying to get at is once you're sexualized, I'm always in a danger. I guess not so much now, even though my girls protect me so much, and I make sure I don't put myself in vulnerable situations like drinking with men or something like that. But I can still be, I call the word like ravished.
Yeah.
Where a bad man or men that know this about women who've been sexualized young can, it's like an overwhelming, I can't explain it.
Yeah,
almost like
feeling.
a
Your
But I-
body kinds of.
And I hate to interrupt you, but I'm going to interrupt
please,
you
please,
because I think
do
it's super important for any mothers of daughters
Yes.
who are out there listening.
Yes.
Know like what your kid is doing.
Yeah.
Because every person that I know, every woman and man that I know that was abused when I was a kid, the
There were
parents
signs.
either didn't know or they pretended like they didn't know, and it led those people down a path that they didn't necessarily have to travel down
Yeah.
Definitely.
because they weren't, there was nobody for them to go to.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
every mother who did care, don't think, I had so many friends, and another woman was watching tonight that said, that also I was at her house, and one of the moms that was really broke my heart said to me when she would drive me home after I took advantage of her younger son or whatever else I was doing, because that's the way I thought was affection,
Yeah.
and then she was just, they'd shame me. Like, what are you doing? You're so advanced. And I'm like, but we're the same age. We're both 12. But because I would look the way I looked and because I was developed, it was just like on top. So I was like, everything about sexuality, I was sexualized super early and then told to cover everything up.
Yep.
It was like very confusing. Like, let me just make the sex bomb and then just like cover everybody up.
Yeah.
And there was always me shameful. Cover her Catholic school, very small Catholic school. Cover her up, cover her shirt up, cover up. So that's where the Lolitas are dangerous.
Yeah.
So next time what I'm seeing, when you see those Ray Donovan's, the Lolitas, all those young people, don't say like what's wrong with them. Say what happened to them, and
Yeah, definitely.
and any man, honestly, if you're taking advantage of a young girl like that, it's just go to another level.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
Yes, please. Let's switch it up.
I was a normal,
Yeah.
right? But I had like daddy issues. So I just wanted a man to like love me or a boy to love me
That makes sense.
for most of
That
like
makes
my
sense.
adolescence, right?
Yeah.
Because my dad was totally absent and
Right.
like loved everything else more than he loved me, or at least that's how I felt at the time. It took me definitely after he passed away and stuff like that to like come to grips with what the situation was, which was just that he was an alcoholic, and that's all he
it.
was capable of.
Yeah.
But that said, as a kid, I didn't understand that, so I just wanted like somebody, a boy, to love me, and I sought that out for sure, and I ended up in a very long-term relationship with a guy when I was 15 who was 20, turning 21. I mean, I think about that now and I'm like, am I going to let my daughter date?
No way.
He came into my house. He had already graduated high school, had like, his own car, his own place, money. He actually bought my parents Billy Joel tickets for Christmas.
Wow.
In addition to other things too. But he literally walked into my house
And how
with like,
old were you?
I was 15. And he
And
walked
how
in
old was he?
20.
So that's statutory rape, baby. That He was like
My
buying
first
your
I was with him
boyfriend-
for 5 years.
My gosh.
Yeah.
I was with him for 5 years.
How many-
Crazy.
He walked into my
Yeah,
house
that's a
with
good
tattoos.
question. What is the biggest age
He
group?
walked
That was
into my
big.
house with tattoos and a goatee. I was 15.
What did your
And my
parents
dad,
say?
who's probably watching right now, I'm sorry, Dad. He looked at him and then looked at me and was like, "How old are you?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm 20." And he was like, my dad didn't
Was
know
he really 20?
he was 20. He was really 20.
Definitely?
Yeah, he was.
For 20. Okay.
I dated him
I
for.
know. I'm sorry.
I was with him for like
But
5
I
years.
think that's pretty common though. Even
I mean,
for maturity. Well, but there are there are
wrote me
decent
poems.
but there are decent guys again because I
That's
moved out.
sweet.
I left my house at
5
6.
year
was very-
relationship is
yeah, like
5 year
I thought I was gonna
relationship,
marry
but
him. He bought me a
still.
Are we on
diamond
time?
ring.
We're good. We're gonna. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, no.
Please.
Just
Interrupt.
Keep us
beautiful,
direct.
beautiful conversation. But we're gonna be opening up the phone lines to you guys in about 10 minutes.
Oh,
10 minutes.
awesome.
So get ready.
Awesome.
But-
I hope you call.
Yeah, call 844-462-4824. It's 844 go bitch.
Yes, you don't want to listen to me for numbers or letters. I'm dyslexic. So they'll help me out with those. I keep saying it's 844 go bitch. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So now going back. No, Sam, what is so that was the biggest age I like that. Like what's the
No.
biggest age range you had? So,
Different?
how many years? Like what was the oldest man difference? I'm talking like, how old were you and how old was he?
Sam's laughing.
I would
10 years?
no, I would say maybe 5. The most 5 or 6.
And you were what was
that
the biggest age back?
Emma's dad.
Mine's like 15.
So probably the two, sorry, I'm messing up my thing. The two biggest age gaps that I had were 15 years. I love you, Chris Moyer. And he's still my friend to this day. I love him to death. And I'm not even sure exactly how many years it was, but it was like 20 plus years, which actually, it's the reason I wore the space buns, guys.
So do you think since we're wrapping up our point of because what we wanted to make of the point is says how our pasts shape our sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I'm over sexualized.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll explain that more again when we get
I was
into
probably under sexualized.
But yet you said the abandonment daddy issues, hence maybe dating
I
an older
wanted,
man.
I
yes.
enjoyed myself.
And you said you enjoyed it and you felt more healthy and balanced in an area, and
I
then you
tried
stayed
it
within
all
5
out
years.
and-
It's very
yeah.
interesting.
Amanda.
Yes, let's switch that to Amanda,
what
please.
about- I feel like I was the other end of it where I was called like the prude.
Uh-huh.
So like I even wanted to say to you guys like the idea of like let's just balancing things out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you're,
girl.
You're saying all these slut words, right? And I was the other end.
How did that
Oh,
make you
you're such a
feel?
Were you the one calling girls sluts?
Yeah.
I don't remember ever calling anybody names.
Were you a judgy Judy?
I don't.
She totally was.
Yeah.
I feel like
I definitely was called a prude because I didn't kiss anybody before.
No, but when I hear
think
from-
I was in 7th grade.
You didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, but
so
I-
was like,
you know, but
except I
it's-
kissed a
so
girl.
that was normal.
No, but
No
it's
one knew
interesting
about it.
because my first boyfriend I kissed when I was 10.
Okay.
And
Like a tongue kiss? Like
Yeah,
a
like
real
yeah, I
a
kiss?
didn't
tongue
even
kiss,
do
and
that.
it was behind the bushes. And
Yeah,
my
it
dad,
always is behind the
Really?
bushes.
These bushes.
And my dad
always
found
behind the
out,
bushes.
and my mother told me because my parents, like,
Oh my
I had a really cool relationship with my parents. My mother's still my best friend, and my
Shout out, Mom Dukes.
yeah, mom, I love you.
We love you, Mom.
Oh, my mother-in-law.
So your
too.
dad
Gotta get
saw-
the mother-in-law. She's awesome too. So my dad didn't see, but he found out, and he was like, my mother said he was heartbroken because he felt like now I wasn't a baby, like his baby anymore. So it
That
was
makes
sweet.
sense.
It was
though.
sweet,
That is
but
sweet.
but I didn't do anything more until years later.
Yeah.
But when you were listening to the sluttier girls or the promiscuous girls talking, what were you thinking? Like, were you thinking...
I had a friend who was a little more promiscuous than me, and I was like, oh wow, like I was.
Were
like,
you more scared or more like, I want to...
No, I was
No.
scared.
Scared.
I
Yeah.
was like intimidated by it. I was like, whoa.
All my friends came over
Yeah.
and watched porn at my house. All my girlfriends.
Oh, we're getting into
I would
porn
have
next.
like 6 or 7
Speaking of
girls
porn,
come
That
over.
was a beautiful segue.
Oh no! Listen. I want to say something about
Yes.
the porn situation.
All right, we're going into
In my
porn.
day, you had to watch it on like Showtime,
Yes.
and
Spice,
you had
it
to
was
like
Spice.
use the antenna ears
Yes.
to like get like. You might just see like a boob, right?
Oh.
Maybe, and the boys would go crazy, like, "Oh my God, we saw a boob!" Sorry for yelling. We're supposed to be a podcast. Sorry for yelling. But now they have, like, just you just go like this.
Yeah, you could just text it
Without
in
your
free
finger-
porn, free
Yeah.
porn.
The
and
level
Well,
of
and
porn
girls-
today is terrifying.
And
Ugh,
not
it's
only that,
disgusting.
but the Snapchat, they literally can have real girls
Yes.
in real time
Yep.
sending them photos of their boobs. So
Yep.
they don't have to even wait for a VHS or a DVD
Nope.
or a Google. They literally have it.
You
So
know
let me
that-
go around and ask
And
everyone
then their
too.
parents
I
can't
want to
see
do a
it.
little speed round with the bitches. Says who watches porn?
I used to. I
watch
do not
porn now?
anymore. No.
Do you watch porn now?
Why don't you watch it anymore?
Because all I see is like fucking brothers.
And
You gotta
uncles,
Google the right thing,
cousins.
girl. RedTube.
No, but sometimes it pops up on the
I don't
side. Like,
even
no,
want-
I had
no,
female
it's like,
friendly.
watch it.
I had female friendly.
Stepbrothers. I'm done with the incest shit, man.
Yeah, there's a
it
lot.
looks really gross.
That's the
like,
number
I'm-
one search.
I'm done.
Wow, that's
Ugh.
interesting.
That's
Very
the first thing that pops up, and
I
I'm like,
don't look.
why?
I know it is. I know it's true. I'm on RedTube, but I just don't look at that stuff. I just Google what I want to say.
What do you
No,
want to
that
say?
makes
Do you need the
sense,
Do you
but
need the
why
whole
does that
show?
pop up?
Sometimes
You need
it's-
the show. You told me.
I'm gonna be honest.
I would
this is
rather just have my
and this is
husband.
something that I have not even
That's it.
shared
No,
with
in
my
porn.
husband.
God, no, like,
This
do you like
is-
the acting in it? Good.
I used
I'm
to
gonna
like
tell
it.
you.
Okay,
I'm gonna tell you.
Tell us the porn.
My husband doesn't even know this, so if he's
Oh,
listening, I'm really
no.
sorry.
Oh,
So it'll be
Frankie,
like
hot
Pat.
bothered, baby,
So my two
hot
top
bothered.
searches. This is gonna be really bad.
Say it.
Are passionate lovemaking
Aw.
because I want like the whole like
Kiss all
kissing
over.
everywhere,
Me too.
Aw.
and then lesbians. I want to see because the
Strong
girl,
girl.
yeah, and the girl,
That's not
you know,
bad.
it's all about the girl's pleasure.
And they're prettier.
It's not
I like
at
big
all.
dicks.
Well, it's listen.
Oh, the penis size was on here.
I'm not
Wants
like
to show
really
that.
like baby
Big
arm
thing.
or like a crazy
Listen, and I want to
thing.
be clear about the lesbian thing. It's not because I want to be with a girl. It's because in the lesbian
sensual.
porn, it's all about the girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not at all about the penis.
And there's
It's all
like
about
no-
the girl.
Yeah,
I
and there's
like
no
both.
danger of turning that scary porn.
No.
When you start watching, then you're like, wait, what's that guy
No,
coming
it's
in?
all
Where's he going?
kissing, loving, rubbing.
And then now,
It's
you got
happy
2 or
porn.
3 in there.
You know
Nobody
what,
wants
you know
that.
what?
porn.
You know what
It's
I
happy
really
porn.
like?
The happy
Like,
porn.
I like spontaneous sex. Like you see
All porn
somebody-
is spontaneous.
No, like
You just
No,
you're
no,
at a
but
porn
like,
all of a
so-
sudden you
like,
get bugs.
ravenous, like just grab you.
or like the pizza guy coming with the extra
Oh,
sauce.
but that's
and
all
just, like,
I
come
never
out.
That's
heard
what
of
porn
that.
is,
Like
though.
the
No,
pizza
that's
guy.
role play
I
porn.
wish.
Sometimes no, guys. Some people just go right to
No.
the meat, right to the.
Yeah.
No,
Tell us,
all-
Kayla, what's up, Kay?
I just
Okay.
don't like the
Oh,
body.
you're
I
talking,
just
you're
don't-
talking over each other. I
Sorry.
think I did it too, though.
Like I
Sorry.
see the ones
Right.
with
This
the
is
body
enough with the
parts.
talking over each other. It's gonna happen sometimes.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Throw a
Yeah.
chip at her.
It is. Throw the chip at me. I don't care. But I'm just saying.
It is what it is. Ooh.
Good aim.
I almost won in the cup.
Guys, just a
How much money
reminder,
you want?
phone lines
You play
are
a
now
lot of.
open.
You
Oh,
play a lot
okay.
of beer pong.
We'll
I
keep
see.
talking as you guys call
We'll
it.
keep
Now listen,
talking.
I'm gonna tell
Phone
them.
lines
What
are
do we want to
open.
make it quick?
Yeah, make it a quickie, guys. No pun intended.
Because we're
But
still working on
but-
production. Yeah.
Yeah, we're working. You guys are growing with us, and we appreciate you and for your support and your love. But we're learning as we go along. You're learning
I'm
with
really
us.
sorry, hon.
Yeah,
all good.
We'll have the multiple phone lines next week.
Yeah, so
Yes.
call in with your questions if you have questions for us about anything.
So now when we
you
go
wanna
back,
know.
yeah, sorry, I have to go back to this porn while we're still on this porn
Yeah,
subject.
I'm down with that. I really skeeve any
Yes.
like fetishes that like you say like feet or like weird shit. Like what's going on here? Like why? Like I think that's the complete.
I want to
Creepiest
know
thing
how
I've
you're
ever
seeing
seen.
it. I'm not even paying.
I see it. You don't go on like. Can we?
No,
you can't
I
say
don't.
your name.
Pornhub.
You just said you watch porn.
I go onto RedTube. I go into the search bar. I type in what I want to see, and it shows it to me. I don't.
Pretty smart.
You don't see the banners
I'm
on
not-
the side of the hub.
I'm not paying attention to that girl.
She's
I'm
on the
looking for a
Richard
very
site.
specific thing. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not open to seeing
No, but let me
the
ask you
Step
this.
Brothers.
So
Yeah,
no,
porn
no,
doesn't really
so-
do it for me.
So let me just say this, like with like search engines, like that you can put it in, but
Yes.
other ones like you just go to like the free site or
Yeah, to put
whatever.
Oh, I
Pornhub.
don't know. I've only
And
ever
then
been
if
to
you
RedTube.
do, it
No
literally
idea.
all of it pops up, and
What
it's
do
all
you
like
mean? Stop.
skeeving.
Stop the presses.
Hold on, she's gonna
Search
say she
engine.
likes
Stop
porn.
the presses.
I have no
What
idea.
are you saying?
Because she said to me, "Do you go into the search engine and you pull
Have
it
you
up?"
ever
I don't
been on
know.
a porn site?
Okay, so my husband once. Sorry, babe. Pulled one up for me. to
Only
show me.
once?
Only once.
Girl, come on, self-care.
Mine's like
Let me
Jason
get a high five on
Momoa.
the
I
self
think-
care.
I
I'm just
think-
saying.
no, but I
Jason
think-
Momoa,
I don't
Jason
know.
I
Momoa.
need to know how to please
They don't
you.
look like Jason
I
Momoa,
like
though.
my husband though.
I agree,
Oh.
and well, that's what I've been using
all
probably
like
for
our
the
husbands.
past like year and a half, 2 years. I've been with my husband for over 10 years now, just him, and he still rocks my world.
Wait, you guys are yogas? Do you guys watch those like instructional videos? You know, like the love making videos.
Oh,
You know,
Gives
like
you
where they-
tricks.
like tantra.
oh,
Where
I've
they,
actually
where they just
seen
do
that
oils
before.
and stuff, like and it's
Yeah.
informational.
That's very
Like, take the label.
erotic.
Yeah.
I would. Me and Michael used to give each other massages. It is very erotic.
It was on a show, like a Lifetime show,
Uh-huh.
and the couples had to go. I think it was like Married at First Sight. Did you ever watch that show?
Yes.
I love that show.
Of course.
I think like a few seasons ago, the couples had to go to a tantra session to try it, and it looked very
Freshen
like
it up.
very intimate to be connected that way.
That's why. No, that's what I'm waiting for. Tried the rest. I think
Okay.
I'm pretty good. Unless you got some Caligula shit going on, I'm pretty
Listen,
much
if
covered all bases.
if
So
you're
I'm gonna try.
doing-
Let's just
yeah,
try the
like-
love making. Let's do that
Yeah.
one. Let's try
Well,
one I
that's
never
what
tried
Sam said
before.
you looked for.
What?
Yeah, well, that's my
Passionate
goal.
lovemaking.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's what I love. That's like my
The
fave.
CPAP mask has gotten in the way.
Let's talk about that since we're talking about porn again with fetishes. We would Susan and I.
Oh my
Susan
God.
didn't know what a gimp mask was.
A gimp mask?
You
I don't know what
it
a
is
gimp
either?
mask
No.
is.
I'm not into S&M or
I wasn't until I
M&S
started
or whatever
DSM.
Yeah,
I was doing it for
whatever you wanna call
research.
it.
Sure she was.
I have a box there to prove it.
Oh, you want me to
Bring
go
out the
box?
bitch box.
Do you want me to do the
Bring
box?
it out.
All right.
Oh my god.
Bring it out.
Well, we found out a way if I don't stop talking. Are you ready? That's it. All right. First
Oh
of
my
all,
God.
which
Right.
one should we talk about first? The ball gag? This is what we were saying, that
Yeah.
if this is even fun.
Yeah, I don't know. You want me to put it on here? You'd have to.
Wait,
say
let's
some-
talk about this one first.
What is this?
First of all,
I don't
It's
understand
totally
why do
clean.
I.
It hasn't been tried yet.
Yeah, but
Who
why-
wants to try it?
Why do we want to
I'm
put
not
our
putting
mouth
it
on that?
in my mouth, but I don't think.
Oh!
I don't think my husband's penis would fit in that. That looks like
no,
it might
it's
hurt.
supposed to
Wow.
hold it open.
You're
like
really
a doll.
giving your husband. I mean,
No,
no,
like-
no, that's not that much
No,
credit.
but then we freaked out because then it's like turning a girl into a doll, like the blow up
Yeah.
doll.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it with the teeth in there, you look like the game. You know that game where it's like
But
yeah,
I guess
yeah, I
it
love
won't
that
be
game.
Well,
That's
yeah,
exactly what I thought of.
no, but I don't think that's supposed to be. I think you're supposed to. Who wants to try it? I did not. It's
No,
clean.
but
I
I
did
don't.
not
No,
use
don't-
No, I'm not
No,
putting
it goes
it
in there.
I know.
You gotta
put
wrap your mouth
teeth
around
all-
it. Yeah.
It.
Oh no, 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 no,
Oh no!
No way. That is no good.
no,
It has to stay open.
I'm sweating over here. This
no,
is-
no.
No,
No.
this
So
would not
apparatus
work.
is not your
All right,
thing.
No.
this is no,
Okay.
definitely not.
Well, anyway, they have this mask that we reached that right. You put it on, and then you can suck the air out. It could go in your whole body. I would
Yeah.
last like 3
It's a
seconds.
whole thing.
First of all, I'll be sweating. To
If
death.
anybody watches the show Billions, what?
Wait,
what do you
was it-
guys? First of all, our producers are making all these
What?
faces. What?
Wasn't it in
What faces
American
are you
Horror
making?
Story?
Oh
American Horror Story.
no.
He wore that
Yes.
outfit.
Oh, I didn't
the
watch that.
whole pleather, like.
I didn't
with
watch
the
that, but if
mask and
anybody
everything.
watched Billions with Bobby
They did it?
Axelrod, yes, the DA in that show, the DA in that
I
show,
don't either.
the woman, yeah, he's so sexy. He was also in
Oh, I don't like ginger.
yeah, he was. Oh, he's sexy.
Really?
It's because you didn't watch Homeland. If you watched Homeland, you'd be into him. Trust me. I don't like
was
Is
just
he
ginger
the
thinking
do
about
that.
redhead
Jason
guy
Momoa.
from season 1 of Homelands or no?
I think they just want to
He's
hear
not-
us and what we're talking about. We haven't had a caller yet.
No,
It's like
but I have
crazy.
like 700,000
Guys,
DMs.
call the number right
Why-
down there.
Why don't you
Come
call?
on, guys.
Call the number.
They all want these private conversation. We'll do it.
All right, so maybe
and
we
girls,
should
girls.
maybe we should switch the subject then. Can we talk about circumcised versus uncircumcised?
We're gonna talk about
Ooh.
penis sizes.
Peekaboo.
All right, so we'll save the ball gag for later. Because I wanted to see if I could talk through it.
We know you can.
No, I did. I already tried it. It was experiment. I told you. It's research. I found out I do totally can
want me to
talk
help
because
you?
I'm not even silent inside.
Is this too much, Amy? Is this too much? I'm just.
Don't put it on?
I'm just playing Angel Devil on your shoulder.
I'm like, I
It's
don't
up
know.
to
Do I
you.
want to put it on? Or I have to.
Why
do
don't
it?
we do that later?
All right, we'll save it.
Why don't we save it
What-
for
look-
like?
I don't know. I'm unsure.
I'm being your
I feel like
conscience.
It does
I feel
start
like
to drool though, and we can test out if this lipstick is really smudge proof.
That might be her bitch box later. If it's not.
Oh, wait till I get a promo.
Wait, look.
Oh boy.
I can actually
Oh.
talk like.
Oh boy.
It's really good.
Why? I just don't understand. I
I-
really can't.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Not, yeah. I think it might get me a panic attack.
Are we
yeah.
even allowed to do this? I feel like we couldn't even use the word bitch. So I'm like, is YouTube gonna come and get us?
No, so
No.
we have warnings.
No, you can
Oh.
kill people on YouTube.
There isn't a warning.
Yeah.
for
You
our
can even
name.
put cats in like
You just can't put it
bags,
open.
Oh,
and you
okay.
can vacuum
They-
the air out of it.
Did you hear
Yeah.
what happened
Right
with?
on like what is that?
There's a
Fucking kill your
show.
cats or
Kill your
something?
cat site.
No,
God, there's.
I'm asking
really
Kayla.
Sick people.
Don't fuck with
Yes,
cats.
and
And this
that's
bitch
Netflix,
tracked
right?
down a whole fucking serial killer.
We'll take the
Because
box.
he killed a
We'll put the
cat.
box away for now.
I'm getting my
Yeah.
education on today.
Let's have fun.
So,
You
so
never saw
basically,
that?
everyone has to
No.
understand that the dark web, it's a scary, no, not the dark web anymore. It's a scary
This
place.
lady,
Just
who was
act-
just a cat lady, literally stalked the shit out of this murderer. Like,
That
and
was
he
killing
went-
cats.
No,
Yes.
he only killed like a couple of cats. He killed people.
He killed people too?
Yes, yes, and she was like in contact, right?
Wow.
She
Oh
was
my
like
God.
in contact with like the what do they call
what's
it?
the show?
The Scotland
I want to go
Yard?
back to porn.
The whatever it is.
Bring it back,
It's the
bitches.
yard. It's like the FBI of like England.
You still have not gotten one chip.
I didn't get a chip.
You know what? I want to open it up too. Ladies, if there's
Yes.
ladies out there listening, call in.
They're not calling.
Let's chat.
Why
Well,
are you not
No
calling?
one wants to ask
Let's,
questions.
I know what they want to know because we were just talking about inside and what women really want to talk about, like real sex and like real life and what we were all saying our preferences, and then we have to make it for realistic. We were saying that like who likes to dress up, who
Yeah,
wants
I
the big
don't-
rendezvous,
I'm
oral
definitely
sex,
not.
and
I'm
then it kind
definitely
of
not a dress-up girl.
No.
That's naked and
no
just fun.
lingerie.
Nope. I'm not putting on a show. The only thing he should be looking at is my O face, baby. That's it.
Oh, I need the trunk, the
A
show,
little bit of the
front.
boobie.
That's good.
He got the
The
best
outfits.
POV here.
True.
That is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
That is true.
That's it.
I
Would
wish
you-
I could be that though.
What? Why
Yeah,
not?
Because me, I'm all like, oh my God, what does it look like from down
Who
there?
gives a fuck? Enjoy.
So
No, I
you're-
can't.
It's pleasure.
You're
It's a
worried
good
about
pleasure.
what he's
Can't.
thinking?
I'm worried about what he's thinking the whole time, and I've been with him for 17 years.
Wow.
But is it like visual or is it more
It's
like
both.
am I clean?
It's
Am I-
both. It's first of all, it's not happening unless it's clean. That's just
Oh,
like
I
what?
don't mind. Take it
don't
all.
come near me.
Take it
No,
all.
don't come
Like
near me.
out of the tub?
Yeah, like out of the shower.
I mean, that's ideal.
Unless it's like New Year's Eve
God.
and I'm drunk.
I have 3 children.
The only way you're getting it 3 hours later after the shower. You know what I
I
mean?
get it.
I have children too, girl. It don't matter.
I want it when I want it.
I can't think about no, because then all I can think about is that
Shaving, all you have to do all
it's work.
My girl's always good.
There's so much work.
There's so much work.
pH balance, baby.
Alright,
Well, maybe
so
I don't
let's-
have pH balance. I don't know.
We good. I don't know. I just enjoy it.
So
I
you,
wish
babe.
I
See
could
you
be
later.
that free like that.
depends
what
on,
way, though?
yeah,
And-
it's gonna
and,
go
like,
depend on what I'm wearing.
Like not care
I-
about
I-
what it is.
I'll just say this. Because
My
I
husband
was
would
with
love
a
if I didn't
woman-
care what it is.
because
You know what I
I
mean?
was
He'd
with
be
a
all
woman-
you don't care.
With that,
Well, that's what's sexy is being
you'll
uninhibited.
appreciate your own, because if you've ever tried it with a woman in that capacity, because your
I've
shit's
not.
gonna be fresher than any other bitches. So just know that your pussy is power, baby.
Oh, you see, you never know where you're gonna get. So if that's power, do you
That
think?
makes sense.
Why not? If you like,
It's like a pretty little flower.
yes,
We
it's
are.
beautiful.
I noticed.
It does enjoy all of the luxuries that can be given to it. So why are you
I don't
not
know.
giving that to yourself?
I don't know.
That
It's a problem. It's always been a problem.
well,
Well, you gotta
maybe
get on
it
that.
doesn't have to be a problem anymore.
Maybe when I turn 40, it won't be a problem. Maybe I'll be
She'll
like,
let it go.
Yes.
Yes.
but
Go crazy.
But right now, it's still a problem.
It's okay.
It's still a
That's all
problem.
right.
All right, so we have got to get some
I might
serious
get there.
We got
You will.
serious grooming's gonna have to happen, or Sam's gonna have to let it go.
Listen, it's relatively groomed. I mean, it's not like it's.
Are you
know,
just? Oh, speaking of that, since we're talking about porn and its culture, and we were talking about it, how that's changed. And years ago, I remember seeing the first porn. I was petrified because older women, had hairy
Bushes.
bushes. Yeah, no, it wasn't like it is now. It's all like
It was like
perfectified
80s.
and anal bleaching and like
my
little
mother
dolls.
would literally say, "If you can't choke on it, you're not a man enough for it."
Well, back then, they'd be like scary, like
My
what's
mother.
down there. Now everybody, it's like there
But
is
No.
what
it
it
should
is.
not look
Like
pubescent.
No,
it
like
should
a
not-
little girl.
You should have hair there.
You should have hair there.
No, but I'm just saying,
But
my
keep
own
it
mother
nice.
would be like,
Good.
No, there was no. It was what it was.
You
Like,
should
like a
have
little
hair.
hat, like a little fur.
You should
Like a
have.
fur.
You should have.
I don't know how it got to that
And she'd be
level,
like,
though.
if he can't choke on it, he ain't man enough for. I'd be like,
I guess because we've been waxing and grooming for so
Yes.
many years that there's like no hair. I don't think I have any hair left. It's like burned off. But they had it like it was like to the side, like up to. Up,
oh, I have
up
plenty.
here.
I have plenty. You don't.
Really?
You don't have it?
No,
Oh yeah, I
I'm
got
super
plenty.
white. Like I think it's just like the white
Yeah, I
girl
got
thing. I
plenty.
just don't have a
I
lot of
don't-
hair.
Do you think it was generational though?
Yes.
Like that generation.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You see
my
the
mom was like a
different
flower
bushes
child.
And that was a woman, like considered, not like a little girl.
and that's what I think they were trying to also get away from is that is normalizing
Yep.
a bush is a woman that is able to
A woman.
yeah,
Yeah.
is a woman not a child. You don't shave that shit. And they did that in the past, like, 20 years, I think.
Yeah.
Like, really tried to get rid of all
Like
the
the
hair
late
there,
80s,
which
yeah.
is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's,
I
think
don't
it's-
know. I wouldn't go as far as
No,
disgusting.
I think
No,
you
but it
need to
slowly
have
started to
hair
happen.
there.
That was
it
like
does
porn,
serve its
yes.
it serves its purpose
I
in
like
appropriate
a Lenten
times.
strip or
Yeah.
like
Technically,
different
there's
shapes.
supposed to be something
Self-care,
there.
baby.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
Enjoy.
saying. It's not like disgusting to not have anything down there. It serves its purpose in due time.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes,
for sure.
but
But it
I
gets
just-
conditioned into looking like
a certain way.
prepubescent,
Yes.
almost, and it's almost too perfect. Because truthfully, we worked in salon worlds. You know what I mean? We used to call them different names. They would be the Barbie, where it was like closed
Beautiful.
up tight, and that was like 1 out of a billion. And then you had like all the different like sizes
lips.
and you had like ways to do it and so on and so on. So the
Difference.
hair was not only that, but a lot of problems came with all this excessive grooming down there. Like you have to go on all fours when you get a Brazilian. I don't think people know how invasive
I've
it
never
is.
got one.
Oh my God, it's all the way up the back, up the butt, in the front.
I only ever had a French,
Everywhere,
and it
all
was
around.
before I went to get married. It was the best decision I ever made. 'Cause it was amazing. I didn't have to shave the whole time
expensive.
I was
It's like
there.
$80.
It was great. I got it at Avanti Salon, and she was Russian. She was amazing.
Oh, yeah. Those
She was
girls are
like,
no
just
joke."
put your leg up like this, and I take care. And
We-
she did take care. I didn't have to shave for 10 days. I got married in St. Lucia
Yep.
on the beach, and I didn't have to shave the whole time I was there, and there was no like stubble. It was like, woo!
perfect.
You need like old
Never-
Russian ladies to
Never.
do that.
That's what she was.
They go in.
She was yes.
They're like up, and I'm like, where? They're like all fours. What?
No. Oh no, I didn't do a Brazilian.
yeah.
I did a French.
They go full
So she
in.
was like, just hold your leg up like this. And she like put the underwear in such a hold your leg up like this, and then I lifted my leg, and she was like, no, you hold it like this.
It sounds like a Jamaican accent rather than a Russian.
But she was awesome.
All I
She
can
was
think about
awesome.
is how painful is that?
It was so.
Did you ever do
horrible.
Brazilian?
No.
It was horrible.
I've gotten like a regular like bikini and
No, this was
We had to
worse.
do it for spa training.
and
Painful.
no.
It was bad. I'm
And
not
then I
gonna
had,
lie.
and then I
was
had to get
screaming.
models to do it. Like,
I-
would you want one for free?
I got
Like,
the
I don't know.
electrolysis though. I got like the
Ooh, did that
like
hurt?
under my
Oh,
armpits.
the laser?
Yes, laser hair removal. I mean,
Electrolysis
it's
not
definitely
is not
grown back.
laser hair removal. They're two
Oh, you
totally
did the
different
I've
things.
had
electrolysis?
both.
They
I've
kill the
had
root,
both.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
electrolysis
had
is
both.
going
They
like
hurt.
it's like a little needle that
I
goes
had it
inside and
both
kills it.
on the bikini area and under the armpits.
Did it ever come back?
The armpits came back a little bit, but I think you have to do it like a few times or whatever. But I have good hair and I'm blonde, so I don't really care.
It works out.
We're all well groomed.
And I'm also married for
Let's move on.
8
So,
years.
well, we talked about our vaginas enough. Like, so do penises size matter to you guys? Because that question I get a lot.
I think
Does it
that
matter? Does it matter to
always
you?
mattered to me.
Does it matter to you?
Does it matter to you, Amy?
Yeah. Like I think that's like no, yeah, it's a prerequisite. I'm sure. Like it's got to be up.
Like,
there or
you got-
something.
yeah.
Like yeah, I don't even.
Mm-hmm.
It's a-
Like
oh,
you
no.
gotta.
There are so
you
many
gotta
things that I
go
want to say, but I'm
decide.
No,
not
but you can
going.
say it.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
will
Yes,
not.
You can say it.
I will
don't
not.
care. Why not?
All I can say
You can
is
say
that
it.
if a woman says that it doesn't matter, I go like this to her. If you've never had this,
Or like even that.
no,
like,
no,
no.
no.
Sorry, a pinky.
You know I'm very
Oh,
specific
wait,
about
I
this.
remember you talking about
Okay,
this.
I'm very specific about
Yes.
this. If you have not had this, you do not get to say that size does not matter.
Oh my God.
Because it is not always the ocean, the motion in the ocean. You understand?
God.
Okay.
No, sometimes
you
you
can
just
do
need that.
all the motion you want if this is what
There's
you're working
nothing
with.
in there.
Well,
It's a
that
minnow
happened.
in a pond.
As we were
baby.
buying our
problem.
sex props, I did notice in the store there wasn't any
It's a problem.
small penises dildos. There wasn't one. There wasn't one flavor kind that said it was above average.
Well, small to
was
you, or just small in general. Let's be clear. What is small to you?
like you want me to go inches?
Well, yeah.
I would
Let's
say
be. We gotta
probably
be
this.
specific.
It was a deal breaker.
Average?
Like two.
No,
Like
Sue.
two little finger.
That's-
That's a deal
Sue.
breaker.
Average
for
and
me.
under
So stop.
That's a
What-
deal
What
breaker.
is that?
is
Stop.
small.
What? What do you say?
Average size?
Yeah.
And under, I would consider small.
What is average size to you? Is what I'm asking.
What is it? What is it? 5 inches? I
No,
believe,
it's
or 5 to
7,
6?
I
Is
think
it-
it's
I don't
seven.
think
What is
it's 7.
average to you? Because I think that average.
I believe.
Average is.
Why? Why am I on a different scale?
I feel like this is the first time I've ever actually had this conversation. I really, I like own the prude. I own the prude.
You and your
world.
wow, you never had a penis conversation with
I
her?
don't think I've ever had a conversation like this. No, really. I'm trying to think back to a time when I sat around a table. But you know what?
We just did it like 5
You
weeks
gotta
ago.
be
We
honest.
should-
Oh, us. She said never without us.
No, never
Oh,
without
without-
you ladies.
Oh.
With
Yeah,
you ladies
we
was
we,
like,
we let it
yeah.
all out.
We did, and it was really fun. But I feel like I never had a group of like strong women around me
Speaking
talking
about
these
penises.
things. Yeah,
See, we
To be
we like to
insecure
keep
about
it light.
what you want,
pretty cool.
what you need.
Pretty cool.
So 6 inches, I think, is the average. I think it's.
No, it's 7. I think.
I don't
No,
think so.
7 is
No
not
way.
Mike, you're gonna make my.
7.
We might
Fact
have to
check.
call. Do we have any experts?
Fact
Just
check.
anyway, really?
Wait, I think I'm saying 7 because
I think that's-
of
that's-
that
that's
Friends
considered
episode
bigger.
when she's like 7.
My,
I think it's like
Oh,
5. I
that
bet
was
it's
like
like
just
5
stop.
inches.
Wait. Shh. You're making my earphones fall off because there is nothing average about 7 inches. So just stop. There's nothing average about it.
Wait, I think we might have achieved the goal. Is she gonna pay?
There's nothing average about 7 inches.
Is she gonna
Okay?
pay?
I said
There's
under
not-
average.
stop,
Under
no.
average.
Stop. We're gonna go back to the 5 is average.
Okay.
Because
Okay, all right.
All right.
because people will be jumping off roofs.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, and I'll be getting a lot of dick
Okay.
pics.
Someone
You
Google
just-
that shit
no.
for me, please. Look up the most average penis size
Yes,
right
can we
now.
get- can we get that?
First of all, I'm
Look it up,
dyslexic, so
Kayla.
I could be a little off on my measurements.
I
So,
think it's 6 inches, 7.5.
but then yes, I'm gonna have to go
I
back
have-
to the same rule.
All right.
Under average.
All right. I have heard, and it has been true to the men that I've tested it on, that a man's penis is the same length from his thumb to his middle finger.
Oh,
Is there any man that wants
that's
to
a good
crack
size
this up?
cock, baby.
Oh, thank you. I'll give it to you. No, it's true. I'm pretty sure it's true.
So while I'm talking,
6 inches.
can they hear you?
Oh.
Can they hear you?
No.
Did the people hear
They
you?
can hear her. She said, "Kayla, they can."
Okay, okay.
The viewers
Can you hear me?
you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the average is 6 inches,
Told
and
you.
the circumference
Uh-huh.
is apparently 5 inches.
Okay.
But I don't know how you measure that.
Girth, baby.
Circumference is
Five
around.
inches.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I'm saying.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
judging
yeah.
wrong. I gotta go both.
That's around the circle?
I gotta up the game
It's
now.
around the circle.
Around.
5 inches around the circle?
Damn.
No.
and then
Well, we
6?
do.
That's
I mean,
not right.
That's a good piece.
That's like a no.
6 inches is a good piece.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, it's like a thumb. It's like this.
It's 5 inches. You said was the average.
5.
Yeah.
Around.
Ooh. Okay.
So then yes, 5,
Thank you,
and
Kayla.
anything under that is small.
Thank you.
So anything under.
Thank you, Kayla.
We're gonna stay with the average.
Thank you
I'm
for
gonna-
fact checking us.
But now I have
Like
to
it.
check. Now we have the girth problem now because now I didn't know it was 5. So now it's got to get up too. Why do you think that was the average? That's
I
the
definitely
average.
don't want a whole fucking
That's the average.
Oh yeah, nobody wants that. That's another thing on porn. Going back, what is that? See, Sam didn't see the sidebars on the Pornhub.
No, I see them. I just ignore them.
Well, they're scary, and then you don't.
That's
I'm,
fine.
I
It
don't-
just
I'm trying to
deters
Google
me.
the
It, like,
tantra.
turns me off.
Listen, I'm trying to get to where I'm going
So am
and
I.
get done.
But then
it kind of turns me off.
She got no
and then I feel
time.
I got no
guilty, like,
time.
why
It's-
is this coming up here? Like, why are they fucking promoting this shit? And then it gets me out of my sex
Oh
head.
no.
Yes.
Like my sex
Oh,
head.
no.
Yes, I just
See, that's
saw
what.
it.
That's
Triple
why
penetration.
I gotta get to where I'm going.
Sister with this one, like that's disgusting. I'm
It
sorry.
is.
I don't care
That's-
if it's marriage; it's still inappropriate. Here
That's
we
why
go.
I search it. That's why I just get to
It
where
still
I'm going.
Pops up. Sometimes you can
I
pop it
got
up.
I got
wrong.
things to do. I'm busy.
Yeah.
They have
I got
cartoon
Netflix
porn.
movies to watch.
What the fuck is that?
I'm obsessed with this person on Netflix. I don't even know who he is. I'm obsessed with him.
Like sexy. So who's our hottest guys that we call on TV?
Well, we know yours is
I
Jason
know.
Momoa.
I love Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I like
He's
him
a
too.
hottie,
don't
or
even
like
know who he
Christian,
is.
You don't know
Tom
who
Hardy,
Tom Hardy is?
or Christian Bale.
Mm,
I could do that.
I don't like him.
There's not a lot of
You
sex
don't-
spots
you
out
don't
there.
have
Like,
any-
we need to bring some back. I don't think there's a lot of sexy
I mean,
actors
Brad
right now.
Pitt in like Fight
and
Club,
girls either.
I would do him hard.
He's too pretty for me.
Brad Pitt's
Fight
really
Club?
pretty. We
Yeah.
befriended
I like-
him.
I
think
don't like
Tom
a pretty.
Hardy. Tom Hardy. I'm
Tom
sorry.
Hardy. I think I'm going back with my Jason.
You like the long
I used to
hair.
like dread. I used to love what's his name from Gladiator, Russell Crowe. But then
Yeah.
he got all like
Weird.
like life
Weird.
does to him. He got got unbuff. but definitely in Gladiator. That character in Gladiator,
Yeah.
that's my guy.
I used to
go
love
for it.
Leo. I think he's probably the only guy like I ever wanted, and it was because of Romeo and Juliet.
Ooh, you brought up an awesome point. You always talk to me about Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, fucking hottie.
But tell me what you were saying about him. That like we were talking about how he orders everybody on the catalog.
Yeah.
Oh, he does
Yeah.
do that.
Oh, and relax, the Staten Island guys that think that they're Leonardo. Don't do that. Just FYI.
You're not.
You're not. No. The whole they
You're
try to
just
like do
not.
the arrangement where they get their friends to like do this setup thing. Yeah, it's really like yeah. If you don't
Cool.
have the balls to call somebody.
Yeah. Pick up the phone.
There's no calling.
Yeah,
Just like we have no callers now.
no, no
It's
problem.
really
See?
crazy.
See,
Yeah.
they're afraid.
Wow, no
Even
one
our
wants
friends.
to call.
No one wants to talk about sex openly.
Let's
There's
talk
one
about
here.
sex,
There
baby.
it-
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad
Okay,
things
good.
that may be.
'Cause
Let's
we're
talk
on our
about sex.
positions, sexual positions. No.
I don't mind that.
Yes. We're gonna. Who wants to talk about what positions they like or don't?
I
don't
want
care.
to know, is there anybody on our feed right now that
Like,
like
what's
we
going
can
on?
just, like,
Please tell us what's
Anybody
going on.
write anything? My lord.
we wanna know-
Crickets!
yeah, we want to know.
Bitches.
I told you.
crickets.
We're giving our. I know.
I told you.
It's kind of
I know.
crazy.
It is crazy. They're scared.
Guys, come on. Any question you want to ask.
Even
Anyone.
the women
Boys,
out there.
They, you know what?
Girls.
You know what they kept with relationships. It's more. Oh, do what? Okay, these are some private DMs. Do girls want it as much as men?
Yes.
I
No.
don't know.
I do.
You do. You feel
Yeah.
like. And then I would
Good
love
for
to
you.
know from a guy's point of view what is. I know average is 2 days a week.
I'm making it 3. I like adding an inch
Up in
or
How many
or-
days?
You
or
do
a
like
day.
adding an inch.
Yeah.
You would do 3 days a week. That would be your
At least
ideal
3.
lover.
I wish that I could go back to that, but I'm beyond that at this point. It used to be like an every other day couple, you know, but circumstances in life just don't. We're tired.
Yeah, I get
We're
it.
tired.
We do. We get it too.
We're tired.
We do.
It's the sleep.
My no, Susan. My
the sleep
husband
mask.
is 7 years older.
Oh.
Okay.
It's the mask. It's the
So,
mask. We're not allowed to
we're
talk about it.
tired.
Are we allowed to talk about his mask?
Of course.
Frank has sleep apnea. Hi, Frank.
It's not just the mask though.
No.
It's the business.
No,
It's
no,
a
no.
lot.
I just think
he
it's
probably wants to
stress.
drop as soon as he gets
He does,
home.
and he does
Exhaustion.
drop.
I'm sure
pretty
you,
much.
you probably want to do the same with
Yes,
everything that's
we
going
do.
on.
We're tired.
Yeah.
Hey, the fact
But
you're
that
still
was
doing
not
that
our
in 2
life.
days,
That was
that's
not our
still
life.
good.
No, we're not even doing it that. Are you kidding?
But when you do come
You
together,
know, but
it's
I
good.
also love the intimate.
When we come together, it's good.
That's the most important.
But we have to take off the mask.
So you should get the gimp mask. Then you could put the hose right through it with
No.
the sleep apnea.
No, the mask.
And then if he goes like that,
Oh,
The mask had to.
Frank,
I'm just telling you.
she's coming home.
did you
tonight.
keep it on? Tell us.
No,
You never kept it on.
It had to come off, which was a whole thing. Like it had to
How
come
do you
off.
kiss? How do you kiss?
You
if
couldn't.
have-
You couldn't exactly. So it was
I
like
gotta take that shit
it was
off.
like other things were happening, and then
You
I was
gotta.
like, okay, wait,
You
let me
gotta do
take
it.
them.
Hold
Please.
on, I'm Boba Fett.
What's,
I'm good.
what's the
I'm a
next?
stir-
What's monogamy fetishes?
What do you guys want to talk?
So Amanda,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
we know where you live. How's your sex life?
So I think my husband.
Chris, I know you're
This is
watching, Chris.
horrible. This is horrible. Chris is definitely
It's
listening.
not horrible.
This is like
The
you guys
best
are
question
totally
I've ever asked
putting
her.
me on the spot here.
We like it.
think
We
that
can't see
you
your
can
red
tell.
cheeks because you have the mask on,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Right, Red, my mother-in-law. I love you, Debbie.
Oh,
is listening.
sorry, Deb,
It
but
is
you
in
know
her
these
house.
things
I
happen.
know, and I live upstairs in her house. So
Oh, Deb, these things happen. You know this. You were married at one
Don't
point.
you want grandkids?
no, Debbie's married. She's still
Oh, you're married now,
Debbie's
so
married.
You guys
maybe
want,
it happened at some
want
point. I don't know.
grandkids?
Maybe it's once a
She
week.
knows.
I don't know.
Oh,
Grandkids are
She
gonna
Sorry,
knows,
happen.
Debbie.
she knows they have sex.
we do. We have sex. It's true.
Very good. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
can they hear you, James? Or
You
no?
have the
Okay,
YouTube chat that you guys can write in any questions that you want, and they will relay it to us. So please call in, text in, whatever you want to ask us, and we are
Last week
here.
you couldn't get enough of us. Now
I
this
know.
week nobody's calling in.
I think it's
Wow.
a
I
topic.
think they just
You
want to
think
see
they
what's
like
up. What is
I think
up?
it's the topic.
You just
For
strut.
sure.
You think people like to talk about controversial things with us? Or they'd
Yeah,
rather talk about
somewhat.
things like
Ooh.
Oh, so if you were a caller, call back.
Right, because it could just be we have technical difficulty on this
Yeah,
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes
that
it
could
just
happen.
happens.
We really do want you to call
we only
in.
have about 10-15 minutes.
Yes, we
For
can go.
callers.
We just
Yes.
strut. We just strut. Come on.
So we know size manage. We know about fetishes. So now we're going to go back to that. We're going to go to, before we go into, I guess, our
Awesome.
other topic.
I had like a creepy
Oh, we didn't go to
guy
positions.
always
Yeah, good.
about he would like message me and like numerous people that we grew up with about like size, like me being taller than like a smaller girl and,
Oh.
and yeah,
No,
and
this is
then
good
like
to know.
he would try and like pretend to be like this girl that's the same age as me but has a smaller stature, but like he did it like numerous times with like numerous different people, and like we all found out about it like 2 years ago.
What was
and
his thing with the stature, though?
I don't know, like, oh, you have such big hands compared to mine. He'd pretend he was like the smaller person with me. And
'Cause I
like
wanted to see your hands.
a boy or girl
Wait,
that we were
really?
like friends with, hands and feet, and like being smaller than me, and like he would, and I'd be like, dude, like, what do you, like, to the girl, I'd be like, yo, we're like friends. What do you, like, I'm married. Like, you're talking about like,
How big are your hands?
I have big hands actually.
I just want to see.
For a woman, I have
how
big
big
hands.
They are.
I have big hands
They
for
are.
women.
But see, it's
But
funny
he
that you
was
say
super
because usually
creepy.
men are like, if you're taller than them or God knows I am
He
taller
was
than
so
most.
like interested in that, and like
How big are your hands, Amanda?
like super creepy.
I bet you mine are bigger than yours.
like me being bigger than
Oh, no,
yeah.
you-
and,
That's
and,
so,
like,
first of all, you're not.
I would
you
love
have-
to
and your
see
hands
you in
are
a picture
frozen
next
cold.
to me.
Always.
You standing up
Frozen
nice
cold.
and tall. I'm like, what the
Cold
fuck
hands,
is
warm
going
hearts.
on? You want to be in a picture with me because
Sorry,
I'm
Debbie.
taller than you?
Well,
Sorry,
yeah.
Debbie.
Well, that's true because actually short guys really like me usually. Like if if you're like
some
here,
of them, it's like a real turn on, like a tree, like a tree. They can
no, but you should. You think
Don't
that
even get me started on that. Did
Tell
you
me.
really just go there?
Go
no,
there.
No,
No, yeah,
no,
yeah.
I will not.
See,
I will not. I'm
throwing
the chip on myself.
Wait, she still has a gut
What?
one for 1 minute.
She's turning red. She's not
Why?
wearing a
Why
mask.
isn't she saying anything? All right,
doesn't want
she's
to.
Because you just want like this, a man that's like this.
No, I meant like shorter men. Usually, you would think would it want someone taller. They a lot of times they
No,
bitch
some of
about
them
it, but
turn
I
it on.
just find that that's not true in my
More
case.
to love, baby.
Correct.
Right.
More to love. It's all
Worth the
that-
climb.
Look at this. This is a mess. This is a mess that you've created. This is a mess.
More to love, baby.
So then I guess that brings it back to the awkwardness with though in positions. Because then if you're like different sizes and different heights and all this other stuff. Speaking of positions, does anyone want to talk about that? All right, give me a position you'll never do. No? Like I don't like on top as much.
Me on top?
Well, that
I like it.
if I might say,
definitely get
no
off.
offense, but you're a tall lady.
Yeah.
I would imagine that unless you're with somebody who's much taller than you, it's
On
not going to
top
be
is
like
not
you
easy.
know.
It's not gonna be
Otherwise,
exciting.
it's going to be like he's down.
Yeah, it's not easy. That's definitely not.
You know what
an
I
easy
mean? Like,
position.
how does that work exactly?
That's what I was saying. It could be like
yeah,
awkward.
It's awkward.
Yeah, like or some kind of like one of those
'Cause-
like standing up back position.
No,
kind of
if
thing.
you're
no,
standing up,
no,
no.
No.
You can never.
With the heels.
like doggy
Wait, it's
style,
gotta be.
you really
hold
can't.
on, wait. It's gotta be. What? You have to be standing. And he has to be on the bed. It's gotta be.
Standing
like
on
a,
the bed.
like a booster.
Standing on the bed. So
Don't make me
yeah, I
think.
understand
I'm
how that
sweating
can
now.
be.
Is she gonna
No.
come?
I'm
Me and my
snorting.
husband are the same height, so it's hard doing doggy.
See? Oh yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
Because then, like,
Well,
he has
that's
to,
when
like,
you're
what's
on the
up?
bed and he's standing.
He's got, no, but even so, I'm still high because I have long thighs. Like my
No, girl, that just means you gotta go down low.
Oh, believe me, I'm
So
totally
look,
down.
now I have
Go
to
down
so now I
low,
have
girl.
to go
Plus,
height.
he
Lower.
just likes looking at
Lower.
my face.
So I have to
Lower.
go equal height, and then I have to go. Then I have to worry about the penis size. It's a lot of height, a lot of measuring going
No,
on.
you're not. It's not.
There's a
just
lot
not-
of math
There's
involved.
a lot of math with me.
And then masks and all this other shit. How complicated. This is why no one can procreate no more. Fucking get too involved. Math
Oh, just
and
forget it.
fucking
She's just not
masks.
worth it.
Math and masks and all these.
I gotta get
things.
boosters. I gotta get props.
It's a
Outfits.
situation.
It's a situation.
It's a situation. But I will say, a man that's gonna go after you is gonna be a real fucking confident
He
man.
better be.
I think I have its
He
type.
better
That's
be.
pretty much we've already
Yes,
seen. That'll
yes,
we'll
yes,
wait
yes.
for the bitch box on that one.
Sloppy.
Sal.
Sal.
Oh shit.
So
He won't be
Amanda,
watching because they didn't even know
Wait,
if this
we
was
have
a
to ask,
thing.
I have to
Which
ask this
one?
question before we go to the time of the bitch box. I have to. Amanda, since she's our
I'm nervous.
prettiest one. Now, is there a position? Is it
Prettiest.
prettiest? Well, yeah, we're pretty. Yeah, after what I've heard today. So, is it true? Did you just like missionary, or you like? Or I have to know.
Oh, girl, she's calling you right
No, because
out.
you know what they
Do I
say
have
about
to
people.
Answer? Do I have to answer?
Or you could say if it's
You
your
should.
fave.
Yeah.
It's my fave.
You should
Missionary
answer.
is my
Debbie, just pause the video
Just plug your ears.
so that she
Debbie,
can answer
pause it.
truthfully.
I don't. Wait, what was the question?
Missionary.
Is it the only thing I like?
No,
No, but like, is that your favorite? Because you know they say
Missionary-
Missionary is my
mine.
favorite.
Yeah, mine too.
I love my husband looking at me.
It is my favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not the only thing I'll do or have done.
Clearly, you're a yogi, so
Yeah.
You see, that's what you know what
we
that-
didn't have
that people are
to
thinking
wonder
of.
about that.
No, you know what that
You can do like handstands and pigeon
Yeah, you
throws
can.
and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff. Sorry, Debbie.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay in the outfit and then we'll lay there. I'm gonna work with the visuals now.
She can give lots of
I forgot
visuals.
you. No, but she's
Look
got
at her arms.
No, but
you
she's
can't see them. But
no,
she's
I'm
really
talking about she can do
toned.
the acrobatics. I
Yeah,
have to
well, that's
rely
what I'm
on other
saying.
things.
Well,
I can't do go doing the splits.
You definitely,
She's got splits.
have a athletic body.
Yes.
Are you able
Back
to?
bends.
No, but like. Either way,
God.
like even
James
doing yoga,
isn't-
you don't have to actually be able to be super flexible.
Kayla wants
too,
to kill us,
for
and James is
everybody.
sitting over there.
So I'm saying like you
Yoga's
can't-
for
I could put
everybody.
I could literally put,
Woo!
but
don't-
not
I
not
can't
many
do
people
that.
can.
I can't do
Not
that.
many people can.
No way.
You are a
can't do that.
liar.
I cannot do
You
that.
can do that.
No, she cannot.
No, my piriformis is all messed up.
What's that?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a muscle like right above the hamstring attachment, and in teacher
It's attaching
training
to
when I did
your
teacher training with
hiney.
Susan,
It's
To
called
your
the
butt.
piriformis.
I was
Yeah, to your
out.
butt.
Like I could not do yoga
Yes,
for weeks.
you got hurt. Yeah.
I got hurt in teacher training.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're a yogi and you can't put your leg behind your head.
This is from
I'm not doing
You should-
gymnastics.
they should take
Perform
your
a-
yogi card.
Perform a tonuses.
That's it. I'm gonna
That's
hand you my
it. Take
yoga
her yogi card.
I
You
wanna
can't put your leg behind your head.
You're a
That's
yogi
it.
and you can't.
Well, I'm not
You're
a yogi.
and
Yoga.
I am not a yogi.
Yoga,
You do
yoga,
yoga.
the physical asana of yoga is not about putting your head,
Yes.
your leg behind your
It's
head.
not about
it's
It should
about
be.
the awareness that the asana brings to your
Yes.
life.
Yep, it's the
Right?
breath and the movement
Yeah.
together and being present to what
presence.
you're doing. Yeah.
I want to see
Yoga's
her like
totally
Talk
different.
that on your Alpha Beauty show? Because you
Yes.
lost me.
Wait, but
Don't know what you're talking
but-
about.
But I
It's
can
your
make,
piriformis.
I can make one.
I don't
can
know what
make
that
one,
is.
I can make one point
Don't
though.
really care.
Okay.
In my yoga class, Amy was quiet.
Yes,
I was
she
sweating.
actually was.
I was dying because it was so hard. And then that's when I picture yogis like that are like really like with your gorgeous bodies and you're doing all these flips. I picture like going into bed like
Yes.
Spider-Man, like doing like
Really?
like
I
yeah.
go to bed like that?
like Naked Gun kind of
Yes.
shit, like
Oh, like
flipping
doing like
over.
a cartwheel
Oh
into
yeah,
bed.
Yes.
like spinning.
Doing handstands while your man stands
That's
over
too
top.
much
Yes.
expectation
Yeah, like you guys-
versus reality.
Yeah.
right
You
there,
you
'cause
can
that's
do
shitting
headstands.
That shit's not real.
That's a lot of
That's just
expectation.
not real.
I don't know. I've seen them. They do those upside down breastfeeding photos where the woman's
I
like
mean, I
upside
could see
down
that
in a
happening,
headstand.
but I doubt I'd be doing that.
So it's not true. See,
No.
guys, if you go looking up all those yoga fantasy
Multifaceted.
videos and stuff,
Again.
True.
Multifaceted.
Yeah,
Multifaceted.
You can
Multifaceted. That's
can
our word.
resonate as a yogi and not put your foot over your head.
All right. So to wrap,
I think it's time for the bitch box.
I
What do you
think it is. Yeah. So I just want to wrap up what we all came to.
Sorry, Amy.
We all let's wrap it up so everybody knows out there. Most women like missionary sex. This is a big case.
Pay attention.
Case we cracked.
The whole,
Are you ready, guys?
It's the whole spectrum. It's from the prude to the go-ho
It's the hoe.
to the hoe.
I'm the go-ho.
We're all
the slut,
we
to the
basically
Lolita.
all like laying down the most.
Yes.
Okay, so that's number one. Number two, we all like hair of some kinds.
Yes.
That's another common,
Yes.
thing going on. And size matters.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and cleanliness. Wait. Before I go to bitch box, I have to know just this one last thing. What's the deal breaker? We were talking about it the other day on the phone. Like yours was like a guy being dirty. Like not dirty talk. We know like physically dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Or like what's the deal breaker? Bad teeth, bad breath. Like what's like I cannot ever have sex either with you or this person. Like what's a turn off? Like your worst turn off.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was gonna say like either like dental issues, but also if you're no, like the smell. Like if you have
Rotten teeth.
yes, and no good. And also, I would say if you're taking a body part and focusing way too much time on it, I'm a human being.
Oh, like objectify.
Like I've had a guy that just wants my breasts.
That's like staring at them for
you're
hours.
just
like
looking
you're not
at it,
there.
touching,
Okay.
and I'm like, I got a whole lot of body you
Yeah.
can be focused on. So that kind of really is a turn off. And also to kind of dehumanizing you, kind of like, like being a type, especially for me, like I'm all about fun and like enjoying and like whatever, but when you kind of like get too aggressive or like whatever, no good. I need to feel like someone in control. Maybe that's my thing too. But
Aggressive,
I also,
but not too aggressive.
I feel like you need to be enjoying it, and it's supposed to be pleasurable. So if it's not, it's not. And that's why my safe word is no, because it's either yes or no for me. I'm either game or I'm not. You know? So, yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
What's your turn?
I'm having a really difficult time like thinking about this because I feel like I've been with my husband since I'm 21, so everything he does I like.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. So it's
Kudos.
like, it's like hard
It's
for me to
love.
think of something that, I don't know, that doesn't turn me on. I used to get like mad that he would chase me around the house,
Oh, that's sweet though.
And
Do
like,
that later.
grabbing at me and everything. And then I would always say, because I would get like annoyed, like, you're constantly like grabbing at me.
I love
and then
that.
I would like make fun of myself and be like, someday I'm gonna be like, oh, I wish that you would grab at me. And now I'm kind of like at that stage where I'm like, oh, I wish you would like chase me around and grab at me. So maybe that. I don't know.
Sweet.
Do you have a deal breaker, Amy, that you want to share?
Yeah, I just don't. I guess the only thing that turns me off is if they're inhibited. I don't like that. Like, because I'm a wild, like a free spirit. I would want to just anything if you're holding
Test out
back.
the waters.
Yeah, it's not even like that would turn me off totally. And I guess bad kissing, sloppy kissing,
yeah.
wet slobbering. I have triggering issues there
Yes.
too. So it's like, yes, I've been like really brutal with that in the past, even with men. Like where that we took them to those horrible triggers again. If you reminded me, which I think this is another to go off a little bit, but like. If a girl's completely bugging out on you on something you did sexually, kissing weird or whatever it is with us, when she totally freaks out or emasculates you, it's usually, again, something's wrong. So if somebody ever did, like, something that, like, reminded me or really triggered me, like gross kissing or something like that, I might flip out. Like, then I would be emasculating. So that would totally be a turn-off for me. Anything that reminds me of my past abuse, I guess that would be a horrible turn-off. And then, but you should be communicating this before you're having sex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With a
Yes,
safe partner. So
100%, yep.
if you're in that kind of position, which I never would it ever be again,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't matter. So
Yeah.
I think that's what the healthy boundaries. I think that's what we're talking about today, and that's what I'm really happy that opened it up. That we were able, even if no one's afraid to call in, they're listening, and I know they're
We didn't
hearing.
have to use our safe words either.
Yes,
No,
we did
I'm
it.
kind of proud. Like everyone really did. You do need to smack. You kind of teased me, which we didn't even get into the teases, by the way, which I am accused of constantly for. I just want to say it out there, teasing doesn't count. Kind of that's like flirting. It's catch and release fishing. So I don't like to get like
On the after show.
Yeah.
on the after show.
I'm gonna bend you over.
You're gonna be
And
able
thank
to
you.
pay for that later.
We are
horrible.
no, but our
After show.
after show is gonna have all these things like of us more
Fun,
partying, much more pictures,
like more of us low key or just
and some of the other things that we can't
completely
put on
raw.
there. Yeah, raw things or things I want to show that I can't express. Like I get shut down for. Like I like to do. We were talking about porn and stuff. Not that I do porn, please.
No, you
erotic
do
art memes
erotic
or
art,
like
yeah.
pictures, and I love all that. And I usually get shut down. So if
That's
there's a place I
expressing
can
your
put
sexuality.
it. Oh, for sure.
If
in
you're
a
out there and
beautiful
you're
way.
listening, go to Alpha Channeling on Instagram.
Yeah,
And have yourself a good time.
Yeah, alphas unite.
After you go to our show, our Instagram, of course.
Yes, yes.
Alpha Bitches.
Like and subscribe, please.
To the channel on YouTube. But then go to our Instagram and also follow us on there.
So we hope we spared ourselves.
We didn't get any questions about like Lolita Express, nothing.
So
we're going to cover that next week, I think.
Right. Well, we are going to lead it like a week since we're talking about that. We're talking about next week's going to be alpha male protector show with males, versus protectors versus predators.
Yep.
So in that show, we are going to go more into this
abuse etiquette.
All this, how it ties in. This Lolita, as I'm talking about my story much more. We're going to be talking about trafficking much more.
Body safety.
Yes. And how porn is kind of shaping
yes.
that. Yes. So that's going to be there. Now we can, I guess, go to bitch box, right? We'll start our bitch boxing up. So tell us about bitch boxing, man, again. Remind everybody what it is, what we're doing here.
So the idea came actually around the table, right? People step up on their soapbox and they like to share things. And I thought, well, sometimes these ladies have things that get their panties in a bunch and they like to get it off their chest. So rather than get up on their soapbox, they get up on their bitch box and they let it out, right? And that's it.
And we can bitch about anything. It doesn't have to be
bitch box.
Bitch box. I think I need a drink for
Thank
this.
you,
Do
Susan.
we have a drink there?
I don't know. I
my
think-
bitches. I'm drinking the water.
I think we drank.
Oh my God! Production emergency. No. Would you?
No,
Oh,
she
I
might
love
not be
you.
kidding.
I'm not
Yeah.
kidding.
Please.
Okay, who wants?
So I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
I'll go
we got
first.
to end with the.
Yes,
Okay.
Sam.
I'm going to probably tie into Amy's bitch box.
Okay.
So there's this.
Don't do it then. Wait, because that's gonna be my.
I'm trying to
bitch.
think of. No, I'm trying to think of a nice way to describe
I
it.
love that when everybody's trying to be nice, they always look at me.
No, I keep looking at a man like, man,
listen,
help us.
balance,
Man,
baby.
I know. I keep looking at
You're
you.
gonna
like, man,
censor
help
me. She's gonna censor me
Please.
from not
No,
calling him.
that makes me feel
all-
so good. That
She's
I can
gonna.
offer
Thank
that.
Yes. She's gonna
My
censor
aura is
me
amazing. She's
I
amazing.
love that I offer that grounding and censoring for you ladies.
because
It makes
maybe
me feel
I
so
will
good.
share
Yes,
all the
Mara.
hashtags that I call him in our group message. I call some men a lot of nasty hashtags in our group message. So if you're on the Alphas Unite Facebook page or or Amy's page, just know that you are being talked about in private on our group message, and I have a hashtag for you. At some point, it might make it up onto the sign. We don't know. It
My
might
girls
happen.
stick up for me. They
If you
they do.
don't come for her unless she sends for you. That's my bitch box. Because it's going to lead into hers, and I'm not going to steal it from her, but just know that.
You have
That's
to go.
my bitch
You
box.
want me to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're gonna get tied into mine too.
So,
You know it.
okay, so my bitch box for this week is regarding actually Lolita Express. And again, the lack of media behind anything. They arrested Maxwell a few months ago, and if you notice that there's a lot of children that are being saved right now, and they are not reporting it.
They are, but they're getting like 5 seconds.
I know, very
They
minimal.
are reporting it.
Very minimal though, and it's after like a week of it being like on Facebook and other social media platforms.
definitely not going to me.
And it's not CNN. It's not.
No, but it is major platforms, and I want to say this. I was called out
I'm
on
bitch
it.
boxing. What
I
the
know,
fuck?
but I have to interrupt you
No,
because
you
I was called
cannot.
out
You
on
cannot
sharing.
fucking bitch box
I have
me.
to.
Are you serious?
I have
That's
to.
ridiculous.
I have to. I have to. No, I have to. I have to.
Oh
and
my
I have
God!
to.
No one called up about it. No one
I
fucking
have
has
to.
done anything. No, you
I
cannot.
have to because I keep getting called out about it. When I share your post, people are like, "But it was covered in the news," and then I go and Google it, and it was in fact covered
it's
in
not
the
mainstream.
news.
Stream.
Later, weeks later.
the day
Yes.
it happened.
No, it's not.
Yes.
It is not. Anyway, what
It
I
was.
also have to say is anything about Epstein or whatever. By the way, he did not kill himself. Anyway,
Yeah, really, get that.
anything that is coming out, there's nothing coming out. We have heard crickets in the past since she was arrested. We don't know where she is, what she's doing, if she's even still alive.
Yeah, where is
So I'm sorry, but I need answers.
What news channel do you watch?
I don't watch the news anymore.
So then, how do you know?
Because
Where are you
I
getting
know
your
that
news from?
CNN does not cover it.
But
has
if you're not
covered
watching
it.
CNN, how do you know they're not covering
I see
it?
it all on my news feed, all of them.
On Facebook.
On Facebook, on YouTube. Yep.
But they're not
All of them.
but
No,
it's
no.
being
Like I
changed,
literally,
general, I think.
I literally have all of those news feeds that if they go live, they are on my Facebook.
I do. I only. Honestly, I really only watch mostly PBS. But I don't. Really,
PBS is
but
a pretty good
or
news station.
C-SPAN. But I don't really see. But I don't see where she is at though, even on the regular. Like I do, and Fox, because
If you Google it, it comes up.
But
That's all I'm saying.
But what's going on with her? I'm just genuinely
Yeah,
know.
I don't know anything about her right now at all. And I've
All I know
actually
is that the
been
last
looking
thing
up.
that I actually
Yeah.
Googled was that they did release all the documents that she was trying to keep
and now
them
all
from
of these
releasing.
Was
kids
keeping
are
them.
actually being seen, which is.
But they
great.
are reporting it, and it's just not that it's on CNN or Fox News. It's on like the local stations where these children
Local
are being
stations,
right, where they're
exactly.
being found.
Because they don't
Because
want
the
Donald
other
Trump and
right.
his administration to get any credit for what's going on.
Which we will be bringing up. That we are going to
Yes.
definitely have. That we're going to delve. This is super important. Like all the things we're talking about. So we're gonna. That's going to be super for our Predator show next week. We have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
So
all
much.
this is going to get covered. And then in the future,
But
we
we
are
have
going
to-
to definitely do a political show.
Yeah.
We are going to have to just to be able to talk, just like we're doing now with sexuality. I really want to do that going forward too with politics and news. We can talk about. We can go into all of it. We should. And we should actually have a source stream.
Yeah,
so people,
I
so
agree.
we can teach
No,
each
well,
other how to
because I'm
find
just
it.
saying because
Yeah.
I got called out
Sure.
many times over sharing posts that you had shared on your
when did
your
I
page.
share them? And
Recently.
Yeah, but also
By like people that I
was
really
it
respected,
day
who I then
later?
had to go
Was
in
it day
and
later?
say to them in an inbox message and say like, listen, I'm just trying to bring attention to a cause. I'm not fact checking every single thing that I'm sharing. I'm doing it to like draw your attention to it.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll go fact check it
Exactly.
yourself.
This stuff also came out months ago, by the way. Like I've seen stuff that
Yeah, but
now
some of the
is
stuff
just
is
being
recent,
seen.
like the children in Georgia,
Yes,
the children.
but only Georgia State. Like it's not on CNN. It's not on.
You don't know that because you're not
NBC.
watching
No,
CNN.
I am because I get the live stream from all of them, and they are not covering.
I don't
What are
know.
they- what
I
are
got
they-
called
what are
out.
these
I
later?
got called out and said this was all covered by the mainstream media,
When?
and then when I Googled it, it was there.
No,
It's
wait,
days later.
covered, and no, because it's true. It's covered and
They're
like
not covering
pumping,
it, like-
no, pumping out.
Yeah, they're not
That's
gonna
what I
pump
think
it,
is because.
which is
Am I
horrible.
wrong? Like you're
They
trying to say,
should
like
be.
the politics is in the news right now, right?
Yeah,
You're
100%.
like-
That's
so
it.
it's just
That's it.
stream. They definitely
So
do
it's their
cover
agenda.
things, but then it's just like buried, or it's just not
Yes.
leading with that
Yeah.
story, or they'll show it at the end. Or because that's I
You
think
know,
that's
this
what
is- this is
collectively
my
people
thing.
are bitching about.
Yeah.
Well,
that
and
we're
two,
not.
they're not going to talk about the identities of the people that are found, the
Yeah,
children
which
that are
they
found,
shouldn't.
where they came from, who they are.
Yeah,
So
they
what
don't
is there
wanna
really
know.
to
They
cover?
can't talk about who
We
they are.
found 39 children or whatever the number is
Yeah.
in this area, and these are the fucking derelict people that took them, and this is who we're covering. That's it. They're going to jail.
I would
End
rather
of
that
story.
be posted, but it be posted like for everyone to see. So who these fucking animals are. Like
That's
we
why-
don't
yeah,
say-
we have to change
like,
that conversation
Why
next
isn't
time.
there
Yeah,
a fucking
we do.
ankle monitor
Yeah.
on every single
Yeah.
predator out there? Like I just don't understand.
Wait, no,
For
that's
sure.
why we're
But
hold it.
whatever.
This is
Next
gonna be
week.
so heated.
Next
No,
week.
I can't fucking wait actually, because this is gonna be all around. This is so
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
everyone's saying.
Yeah.
We are touching. We're gonna be
Yeah.
discussing all that and
That's
then
next
some.
week.
And I do wanna. I wanna.
So my
pull
Sorry
all
that I
the
interrupted
noses.
your
It's
bitch
okay.
vibe.
No.
My bitch
But I
vibes
had
went
to.
long. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, it was
Amy.
it was
It's
important
fine,
that I
Hava.
did it.
Yes.
It's fine.
I have my
It's
bit.
fine.
It was important.
We gotta keep
Okay.
the time.
Keep it time. Well, thank God Cole's bought us a little time. So now, since you didn't call in, we're gonna call you out. Some of you. Well, let's just say that my Facebook is interesting, to say the least. And Sam will back me up here that I definitely attract a type. I'm gonna say.
The douchebag.
No, some interesting categories. Let's just say you have to be extremely aggressive. I get very and
You
then,
might have to be in 200 prison fights.
Yeah, or want to fight her actually.
Yes, I don't know. They have this very
That's
love-hate, I think,
physical
with
fucking
men. Yes, they
aggression.
want to like hurt me,
Physically harm her.
or yes, or fight me,
Wanna fight her.
or hug me and beat me at the same time. I'm getting. So it's kind of tying in with the
Submissive
the
tonight.
submissive tonight.
No, but wait.
So what starts to happen is they'll some of these men, what I'm bitching about is they'll write some comments and then all of a sudden it starts to turn it. I didn't even get to it yet. I haven't even picked up the phone. And then there's a fight going on. He's yelling at me because of pictures I posted and how dare I be a feminist, and he feels bad for me. And then they have another one that sticks up for them and then they attack him. Then they attack somebody else, and I get all
In
I'm like,
Sal's defense, and I'm going to
Yeah,
interrupt your
please.
bitch box. Too.
Right,
Feel
yeah.
free to interrupt
Yeah.
mine at any time. I didn't
interruption,
realize
bitch
that there was
box
rules.
leader.
But I'm going to interrupt your bitch box to say that I interrupted Sal as well. Apparently, I have an issue with that. And I told him, I'm going to beat you.
You're premature.
Well, why don't you explain? Why don't you explain what happens on the feeds? What happens with these men? I don't understand what happens. What happens to the fight, and then they get all violent. Like, and I'm not even there.
But then you can't violate them back. I posted a picture of our bitch dick. And he was like, you disturbed me. I'm disturbed by your behavior. And I was like, I'll fucking slap you with it. Come back. Like, I don't understand what you're so offensive about.
Something I'm doing, though, is putting out there is creating
Don't make it
anger.
like that.
No, it's not my fault.
I don't think you are.
It's just it's provocative, I guess, and that's just because I'm thinking it's the confusion.
Yeah, they're not sure what to do with you.
They don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's multifaceted.
So they're confused with because I've said this 1,000 times when he did the experiment, like, oh, you put the pictures up first, then it's nothing. No one says anything. Oh, there's some pictures. Then all of a sudden it's like confusion.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, she's a writer. Wait a minute, she's a public speaker. I don't get what she's doing with the kids thing.
Yeah.
So then it gets confusing, and then they want me to take it down or tell me what to do with myself, with my body, with my, like, you're a feminist, you shouldn't be posting that.
It's
Women
all
too,
about
it's not just men.
control. It's about control. These people are egomaniacs
Or what
need
I claim
control.
myself to be. If I say I'm an alpha, they want to take that away
Yeah,
from me.
he hated that.
Or they just
Yes.
want to change your ideas or
Yes.
fit you in a box, but you're not fittable in a box.
That's my bitch box. And we're gonna leave it on that. Like
I
that,
love it.
I can't.
Stand on the box. You're not in the box.
They want to put me in the box.
What's your bitch box? Come on.
So I was either gonna bitch a little bit about prude, or I was gonna do the opposite of a bitch box and actually do something that I'm grateful for that happened.
Oh,
So you guys-
Okay.
So,
I'll take the balance.
We like
from
it.
that. I like it. Do
They
it
don't-
up.
they don't
Whatever
like
you
it. She
want.
doesn't like it. All right, you want me to bitch about the
I
prude?
know I like it. If you want to go
I
positive,
think you need to be you and
Yes.
whatever you
But
want.
yeah,
Be me.
you can
Okay.
do both.
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna
bi-
do both.
you can bitch about
do
people
both.
being
I'm gonna do
negative.
both. Okay, so here's the thing. I think that I need to clarify that the reason why I was called a prude. I think it's because for a long time, like, I was somebody who it took me a long time to feel like I could be intimate with somebody. It took me time to be comfortable with somebody.
Yes.
And I think that was one of the biggest things that attracted me to my serious boyfriends that I had in my life, as well as my husbands. They never pushed. Always gave me the space to come to them more. So, like, thank you, Chris. I love you.
Oh, we
like
love you,
that.
Chris.
That was like something about him that really attracted me even more to him, and like kind of led to me really falling in love with him. 6 years later, I'm still here. I'm like still.
How long did you wait? I gotta ask. I'm just because I want to do that.
Honestly, I was the one that initiated. I'm sorry, Chris. I didn't clear any
Oh,
of
this
this.
is so interesting.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry. I
clear
have to
any
know.
of this with Chris before,
Neither did
so
I.
I feel bad.
But you're not saying anything
Sorry,
bad.
Chris.
I'm not
No,
saying
it's
anything
really
bad,
nice.
and that's why, Chris, I'm trying to be really, really respectful. But I was the one that initiated, and I think it was only after a few weeks that I was like, he was standing by the refrigerator. I remember this
A
So
clearly.
few weeks
sexy.
is good. That's long.
I don't know. He had such a nice. I like men's like physiques, right?
Yeah.
And he has a
Yeah.
really nice body. And he was standing in front of the refrigerator with the
Ooh.
door open, and I was like, oh.
Oh, I have to have them.
Oh my
He's
God,
looking
this
for
is
a
getting
snack.
sexy.
I was like,
You
I
wanted
have
a
to-
snack, girl.
I did.
Oh.
And you were like, here I am.
Snack. So
I gave him a snack.
yeah, and I pursued him in that way more because he made me feel comfortable.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. So
I'm doing that. That's what I'm doing. Waiting.
You're gonna
and waiting
open
and
the
waiting.
refrigerator and wait for
Like, and the physique and all that stuff. Yes.
Wait,
We're
bitch
going-
box.
we're
keep
moving
going,
it up.
Keep going.
Oh, so the other side of my was the gratitude I was gonna have for this weekend because it was the first time I got to go to down the Jersey Shore this whole summer because of quarantine.
Yeah.
I've been playing it really, really safe. And my cousin Emily, who's listening, we love you, Emily. Thank you for being
Hey,
a big
Emily.
supporter of us.
Emily.
She's listening definitely. We went down to Asbury and she told me about this free parking lot that her friend Rob told us about. And I was waiting for a spot, and these two guys that were fishing came out, and there was a guy waiting for another spot, and he was facing the other way, and he goes to me, "You take that one, I'll take this one." So thank you,
Oh.
guy in the parking lot who took care of me, sure I
Free
got
parking,
the parking
baby.
spot.
That's so cool.
So thank you. Gratitude, the opposite of bitching.
Yes.
We like it. We'll take it.
I'll take the balance.
I like it.
Yes.
Gotta offer the balance.
Yeah, so, and that leads into Quarantini, too. That's coming up.
Yeah, so in 2 weeks, so next week we have the
Alpha male.
Alpha
Yeah.
male.
Heavy show.
Very
Alpha
happy.
male shirts.
Predator.
Yes.
Predator.
They won't look like ours. They're actually really cool. We just wanted to make them. Wait, hold
Made
up.
them sexy.
Made them with cute little dresses.
Very
I
pretty.
don't
Very
know.
pretty. But after that, in 2 weeks, we have our episode is going to be called Quarantini, and we're going to talk about all things COVID, all things quarantine.
Being locked
everything
up forever.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, I'm a
Having to
hermit,
wear
so-
masks.
Yes.
Yeah, the burqas. Yeah, we have to talk about that.
Yes.
Don't call it a burqa.
But
That's
it's
kind of
just
like,
no, because I feel completely covered.
but it's not a burqa.
No, it's true. It's
So
not
don't
a
do
burqa.
that.
So tell me what to do.
I am going to tell you what to do, especially when you're
Sometimes
talking
I
about,
choose-
like, you know.
all right. It's not a burqa. It's a mask.
It's not a burqa.
She's just
It's a
watching
mess.
out for you.
I am.
I am,
She's
but
watching
I
out.
feel
Because
like
they will come for you.
okay.
Yes.
Well, they always do.
No, they don't, but
No,
they will if
they
you
will.
call it that.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so don't
Okay.
forget, like,
I love you.
like, subscribe,
Yes.
Follow.
All.
watch us.
All things
watch
Alpha
us
United.
live.
And if you're still nervous to call in, obviously, just write us. We will. That's how we're
Yes.
getting all these
Yes.
questions anyway. We'll still talk about it and get it in there.
And always remember, no matter what we share, don't
Forget.
These bitches.
Love you. Yeah, guys.
Cheers.